Testing, 1, 2, 3. Testing, and good evening. Today is Friday, October the 2nd, 2015, and we are here live at Port Allen, Louisiana for tonight's game between the District 6 3A rival, Port Allen Pelicans, and they are hosting the University High Cubs here at Port Allen High School in Port Allen, Louisiana. I'm Eric Hatfield. Gerard Piper, a.k.a. Joker P, will be along shortly. I'd like to thank you for joining us on Louisiana All-American-Sports.com. Kickoff will be at 7 o'clock, and it's going to be a good one. This is a very improved Port Allen Pelicans team with head coach Nick Mitchell, who worked some magic over at Southern University Lab. Of course, taking that team to the state semifinals and the state semifinals in 2013 and the state finals last year, losing to Ouachita Christian. He's trying to take his magic across the river here at West Baton Rouge, brought some of his coaching staff with him. Eric Holden, of course, is the defensive coordinator. He's come over with him. There's some familiar people on staff. Coach Leonard Parker is still with the staff. And I think they have a rejuvenated attitude. They're teaching them to think like champions. And I think you're going to see an even improved Port Allen Pelicans football team. On the other hand, the U-High Cubs were Division II select champions, state champions last year under Coach Chad Mahaffey. They are a wrecking machine, and they're going to be back in effect with their quarterback, DJ White, who had a 2-year hiatus from high school football, but he's looked spectacular this year. Had an opportunity to catch up with both coaches before the game, and this is what they had to say, as we'll first get the host coach, Coach Nick Mitchell, and then, of course, Coach Mahaffey. To Louisiana All-American Sports, coaching the Pelicans, first-year head coach Nick Mitchell. Coach, I guess catch the audience up on some of the stuff we were talking about off the air just a minute ago, and the team, and kind of paint a little picture of what you got this year.
Well, we got some youth at a lot of spots. We have some experience on the defensive side of the ball, but we have 10 brand new starters on offense, and from an experience standpoint, their experience is limited, but they get better every day. We have a bunch of talented athletes here. And it's a matter of us trying to make sure that we coach them the right way and prepare them in the classroom.
You mentioned a few moments ago that you have a lot of new faces. Who are some of the key names that our audience should be looking for tonight?
It starts off with our quarterback, Jarris Robertson. He's ran this cornerback last year. He's doing really well in our run game, just on top of his game. Ken Broussard, our running back, he was a linebacker last year. And he's playing running back pretty much full time. He's got close to 400 yards rushing, 3 or 4 touchdowns on the year. And at the free safety spot is Kevin Ransom, who was a linebacker and a running back last year. He's kind of the leader on our defense. He was down in secondary. At the receiver spot, Dontrus Franklin, he's a basketball player who played sparingly last year, but he's a very, very good athlete, and we expect special things from him.
You have the defending, I think, what was it, Division C? Or was it? Yeah, Division. They won state championship last year. Division III champion last year, and UI coming in. They've been a thorn in UI. They've been a thorn in your side personally as a coach and in Port Allen's side for a while. What do you have different for them tonight?
Well, we're going to make sure that we do the things that are going to help us the right way. I know some of the scores the last couple of years, somewhere I read in the paper, was a bit lopsided. So we plan on changing that tonight by making sure that we do everything the right way. Limit turnovers, tackle, make sure we keep them, in some passing situations, pressure on the quarterback.
Gotcha. Coach, that's near and dear to my heart. All right, best of luck tonight. So that was what Coach Mitchell had to say. A lot of new faces, but he has a lot of confidence in his guys. Coach Mahaffey also has a cause. This is what he had to say. Field from Louisiana All-American Sports here with Coach Chad Mahaffey of the U-High Cubs, the defending Division II state champions, here to face their familiar district foe in Port Allen. Coach, catch our audience up that might not have heard anything about you guys since last year. Tell them where you are, what your profile is. Tell us about the team.
Well,
Well, you know, we've got a lot of experience coming back on defense, a lot of guys coming back on the offensive line, a lot of offensive skill guys to replace. It's a pretty good senior stalwarts for us from last year, but got a talented group. They're coming together, and I think we've been getting better each week, and played a tough non-district to try and get us ready for this district in the playoffs, and, you know, we're excited about what they're capable of.
Who are some of the players that our audience should be listening for to hear tonight, some of the playmakers?
You know, we've got a handful of talented guys. I think Malik Antoine's a senior cornerback receiver who plays a lot for us. DJ White's a talented kid at quarterback. He's coming out after being out 2 years, but he's been getting better every week. And yeah, I think, you know, Dylan Moses is a real, you know, high-profile guy. He's a good linebacker, running back. So those are a handful of guys.
All right, Coach, best of luck tonight, and we'll be talking to you soon.
Okay, thank y'all.
So Coach Chad Mahaffey ready for this district matchup, trying to get his team prepped for the playoffs to make another run to defend that Division II. I made a mistake during the interview with Coach Mitchell and said it was Division III. It was Division II state championship that the WHYR Cubs won last year. We're about less than 5 minutes away from kickoff here at Port Allen High School. Port Allen is 2-2 on the year. They are 1-0 in district play. WHYR is 3-1 on the year, with that one loss coming in Metairie at Archbishop Rummel. They are also 1-0 in district play. WHYR defeated West Feliciana last week, and Glen Oaks was handed a loss by the Port Allen Pelicans last week. So both teams are undefeated in district play. Somebody's going to get a blemish on that district record tonight. The question is just who, and that is to be determined very shortly, as looks like the teams have finished their introduction onto the field. The Pelicans players have come through the inflated football helmet and are ready to go. And you can hear these kids and these fans, this community getting ready for what promises to be a good football game tonight. It is absolutely perfect weather tonight. 10.0. Perfect 10 this evening for tonight's contest. There is not a cloud in the sky. It is cool. There's a gentle breeze going. You could not have a better evening for football. And I'm very much looking forward to it. Louisiana All-American, of course, has got a long-standing relationship with Port Allen High School, so we're excited to be back for the start of this academic year to bring this to you, and we are ready for the prayer and the national anthem. So we'll turn it over to the announcer.
A South Pouche High School player was injured, Trevor Toots, this past Tuesday. We're asking for a moment of silence, please. And now for playing the national anthem about Port Allen High in the blue.
That was the Port Allen High School Pelican Band. There goes some fireworks, and we're going to have some fireworks underway here at Port Allen High School. Just moments away from kickoff. The captains are going to the center of the football field, and they're ready to get it on very shortly. Looks like Coach Mitchell's going to be coaching this one from the booth tonight. This is different. Coach Parker's on the field with the headset. That's interesting. Yes, our Ken Broussard, number 1, number 23, DeMonte Jordan. Number 3, Jarius Robertson, and number 7, Jawan Johnson. Those are the captains for the Pelicans. There he is. There he is. And for the U-High Cubs, the captains are 4 kids. I can't see their numbers from here, so I'm going to get that to you very shortly. Number 72, Sam Wharton. You're hot, you're live, you're ready to go. Sam Wharton. Number 2, DJ White, who we've talked to you about a bunch. Can't see the other 2 captains, but I do want to mention their names in case their moms and dads are listening. The other captain is number 24, Malik Antoine. And one more, don't worry. We're not going to forget. We're going to give everybody their 15 minutes, get them their gloss. As soon as I can see the number. Number 11, Robert Mariano. So there we go, and I'm joined here by Gerard Piper, Joe Capee, and glad to get aboard here.
Definitely be here too, man. Getting ready for an exciting game between the. I want to see DJ White and see how he does this year. Of course, we cover here on Louisiana All-American Sports, and he's a friend of the show, and we'd like to see him do good. So I'm anxious to see how he does tonight.
Absolutely, and Mission Control, whenever you hear us, just let us know how we're sounding coming across. And we are almost ready for football. As the players are setting up in the kickoff formation, and we should be getting it on, as Mills Lane would say. Number 6, Dylan Moses, who we called a lot in a couple of games we had last year with U-High, is deep to receive. The other deep man looks like number 29, Grant Bonnet, but again, on the far side of the field, a little hard. It says 28. That's number 28, Titus Nelson, deep to receive. U-High will be receiving. They are moving from right to left. Port Allen Pelicans from left to right. Kicking off for the Pelicans. Looks like number 3, Chris Raymond, I believe, is kicking off. And here we go. We are ready for football. Raymond boots it away. It's a nice end-over-end kick. It's going to be fielded by Moses at around. He coughs it up, muffs it, picks it up at about the 3. He's up to the 5. He shuffles. He's to the 10. And he's going to be wrapped up, corralled, and dropped at about the 13-yard line, where the Cubs will take over. First down and 10 yards to go.
And right out the gate, we'll get a chance to see DJ White and see how he does so far. I'm also anxious to see how Mitchell does. Of course, this being his first year here on a new program. Southern Lab is doing pretty good over there without him. So I want to see how these guys do.
I had an opportunity to speak with Mitchell before the game. And, when you have any new regime come, you always have to instill kind of a different mindset and your way of doing things. Defensive coordinator Eric Holden used the phrase, getting them to think like champions. And those are definitely the guys to get it done. First down and 10 yards to go. Ball's at the 13-yard line of the U-High Cubs. There's the handoff. That's Moses.
Right up the middle.
And Moses parts the middle. It's not Moses. I stand corrected. That's number
7, Mike Hollins.
Mike Hollins with the ball up the middle and down to about the 22-yard line, just short of the first down.
And they're already in the up offense. And here's DJ once again.
White rolls out to his right. Pass is going to go in and out of the hands of number 3, Chris Raymond, so that'll bring up third and 1.
I thought that was a great pass, though. He had it right on the money. He rolled out to the right a little bit, saw the receiver, followed through with the ball. The receiver just couldn't catch the ball. I think it had a little bit of mustard on it, but I thought the receiver still should have caught it.
So it's third down. Ball's at the 20-yard line of the U-High Cubs. Man is in motion. There are trips to the right. One lone setback. Appears to be Hollis. There's the handoff right up the gut. He's got the first down and then some as Hollins carries the ball. That's almost a 10-yard gain. It's about an 11-yard gain. They'll move it up to the 33. First and 10 U-High.
And this guy, Hollins, so far, I'm very impressed so far from what I see. The first 2 runs, he got great yardage right there. And they listen to him as a friend. So this guy a friend, do you know?
I think he's a friend.
Wow.
I think he is. I think Coach Mahaffey had talked to him before the game. I believe he had mentioned he was. Meanwhile, there's the handoff, and DJ White's going to take off with it. He's got first down yardage and then some. So before
that was Mike Hollins again.
Oh, my bad.
And it was actually a fumble exchange between DJ White, but he was able to get the ball to the running back. And, man, he was able to scrat across the right side for a first down and get all the way almost to midfield.
So before I can even set your screen at home on Louisiana, if you're following at LouisianaAllAmericanSports.com, and there's another handoff again, and they're very close to first down yardage. They might have it. And was that Hollins, or was that was Hollins again?
Yeah,
wow, we see where
Hollins
that bread
again.
is buttered.
And that's 4 plays in a row, and every play he's been getting positive yardage. That's another first down. And they're on there across midfield, and they're making some noise so far.
Timeout, Port Allen. That is their first charge team timeout. So that'll give us a chance to catch you up at home.
Yeah.
You are listening to Port Allen Pelicans football on LouisianaAllAmericanSports.com, WHYR 96.9 FM, streaming at WHYR.org. There's no score.
Yeah, boy. So far, they came out, U-High came out with consecutive plays, and every play they've gotten positive yardage. Got 3 first down on 3 runs, so I thought it was a good timeout to kind of stop them a little bit of U-High so far.
It's a lot like in basketball, Joker. You know, when you find a team picking up a run and you got to kind of recompose yourself and get your team to settle down, and that's kind of what Coach Mitchell did. Is he called a timeout there, and probably either Coach Mitchell or Coach Parker. Coach Mitchell's coaching from the booth tonight, but anyway, they got a timeout called on there, and just to kind of settle them down and remind them what they're doing. Right now, all they're doing is they're just pounding them right up the middle. The offensive line of U-High is opening up some really big holes, and they're driving that truck, or Mike Hollins is driving his truck right through it.
And that's exactly what his coach is telling them. Is right now it's a battle between offensive line and defensive line. And here comes the offensive line is winning so far. So
if we could just get some confirmation from Mission Control that we're on. White throws a long bomb down the left sideline. It's interference. That flag's going to come out. But that's smart interference, because it's going to be a 10-yard penalty and a first down. Or might even be a 15-yard penalty, but the point is 15 yards is better than having it inside the 10 or having 6 points.
Exactly. So sometimes that was a good I would have did the same thing. It's better to get a pass interference call than let that play get a big play for about 40, 50 yards. So it's going to be, 15-yard penalty. It's better than 40-yard reception. So
that pass was intended for Clyde Robertson. I mean, DJ White put that ball right where it had to be,
put some
baby.
mustard on it. Kind of hung up a little bit, but that allowed the defensive player to catch up. But he was guarding the receiver.
Basically jumped on top. That was some great poupon.
Wow.
As somebody moved, there should be a whistle. There will be, so that'll move him back 5 yards as Port Allen catches a break there.
That looked ugly from the beginning. So that's going to be a false start. That's going to knock him back 5 yards.
So that'll put the ball back to the 33-yard line of the Port Allen Pelicans. It'll be first down and 15 yards to go, although so far it hasn't been very difficult for the Cubs to move the football. So have we heard back from Chan the man yet? There's the handoff. Hollins again inside the B gap. We are live on the air. We'd like to welcome those of you joining us on 96.9 FM WHYR LP Baton Rouge Community Radio and WHYR.org. Joining our audience at LouisianaAllAmericanSports.com for the Louisiana All-American Week. Right now, UI has the football. They are knocking on the door. Second down and about 10 yards to go. Pushing into Port Allen territory. DJ White all the day and half the night to throw the football. He's being pressured. He avoids, runs to his right. Now he flips one to an open man. It's incomplete. Well, that's an excellent job by the Port Allen secondary, as the defensive line was not getting much pressure on him. They held it together.
He held it together. He got a lucky call that time, because it was actually offensive holding on the offensive lineman, but the referees missed the call there and allowed DJ White to scamper a little bit. Saw an open receiver, but once again, the receiver couldn't catch the ball. He couldn't bring it in. So
a fortunate break there. It's third down and about 9 yards to go. Ball's at the 24-yard line. The running back is wrapped up. That's Hollins. I'm sorry, it's not Hollins. That's number 28, Norris. Strike that. Number 28, Titus Nelson, wrapped up, and it is now fourth down and about 12 yards to go.
Now, at that time, Port Allen was ready for the call, and they blitzed right in the middle and was able to stop the running back right in his tracks. So that's going to bring up fourth down. Let's see what they do. Of course, they're going to go for it. DJ. That's going to be a defensive encroachment.
So they just helped them out a little bit there. As I'll tell you, 4th and 7 is a lot more favorable and has a lot higher percentages than 4th down and 12, and that's exactly what happened. It was the defense got a little too jumpy there, so they'll walk it up 5 yards.
So that is a big penalty right there, because
and actually, my vision was bad. This 4th and a yard. I said it was 4th and 12. That was wrong.
That's right.
I was looking at the wrong stripe. So they're really, really close to the first down. And there's the handoff, and I think they've got it. I believe they got the first down, and so U-High is going to keep on moving the ball.
And we say that all the time here, Eric. We talk about penalties and we talk about turnovers. And that penalty is actually going to cost it. These guys, Port Allen is coming in a little bit of an underdog. They're coming in facing U High. So anything with penalties and turnovers, you got to be very careful. All of these plays and penalties are big in this game.
Yeah, you know, these are the defending two select state champions. They're nothing to play with. DJ White to the end zone. Oh, an attempted one-handed catch intended for number 3, Chris Raymond, incomplete. Fortunate break there. If he had put it just maybe a couple of inches shorter, that might be 6 points.
Yeah, he put a little bit too much mustard on it. It led the receiver out of bounds. The receiver was actually open on that play, but I liked what I saw. I liked the play call.
Yeah, definitely be aggressive. It was run well, and, you know, I'll tell you, that's how you get in the end zone quickly. Play action pass is thrown, screen, or not a screen, but thrown to the flat, and number 36, that's Christian Harris.
Yep.
Takes the ball, and he's going to get inside the 10-yard line, about the 10-yard line, and so it'll now be 3rd and short again. Looks like they have about maybe 3 yards to go. It's a little hard to see the marker from over here, but it's 3rd and short. And there's the handoff.
White's going to take it himself.
And White is close. I think he's got it.
That's going to be a first down.
So it'll be 1st and goal for the Pelicans. And they're just marching on down with 8:42 remaining in the opening period. We'll correct your screen at home if you're following at LouisianaAllAmericanSports.com very shortly. And
their offensive line has been very impressive so far here in the first half. They've pretty much gotten everything they wanted in the running game. So that's what I see so far. So here we go, 1st and goal.
White takes it, hands off Hollins. 1 to the 3 to the 2 to the 1. He is awfully close, but not. He's got it. Touchdown. Touchdown, U High. They draw first blood. Mike Hollins, a 5-yard run, and it is 6-0 U High.
Wow. Very impressive right there, Eric. And what I saw right there, they never touched the running back until you got maybe to the goal line. So that shows me right there the offensive line is doing a great job so far, and U High is doing whatever they want so far in the first half.
They are opening up gargantuan-sized holes here. As on to try the extra point is number 14, Aiden Gale. And there's the snap placement. Gale's kick is up, and it is good. And so with that, the U High Cubs score first. They are leading the Port Allen Pelicans 7-0. You are listening to Port Allen Pelicans football presented by Louisiana All-American Sports on 96.9 FM WHYR, Baton Rouge Community Radio, streaming at WHYR.org and LouisianaAllAmericanSports.com.
Yeah, boy.
I'd like to remind you to join us tomorrow morning on the Louisiana All-American Sports. Tomorrow morning, Saturday mornings at 11 a.m. on 96.9 FM WHYR, streaming at WHYR.org. We'll talk about all the action, high school football action in the Baton Rouge area, LSU, Southern, and of course the Saints, which I don't know, not a whole lot worth talking about, the Major League Baseball playoffs, which are also shaping up. All that tomorrow morning, 11 a.m. on 96.9 FM WHYR and streaming at WHYR.org, Louisiana All-American Sports Show.
Yeah, boy. Now I want to see what Coach Nick Mitchell, how he's going to respond to U High coming out.
Yeah, look, the offense hasn't gotten the ball yet. They chewed up a lot of time on that clock. So, look, they chewed up almost about 3.5 minutes. So we'll see what Port Allen has to answer with. There's Gale's kick, a beautiful end-over-end kick, fielded at the 5. He's at the 10, 15, and actually he's going to be hit and dropped around the 9-yard line, as that was number 5, James Jones. That's only a 4-yard return, and Port Allen's going to start off deep in its own territory. I stand corrected. That was a 9-yard return. It's at the 14-yard line where they'll take over 1st and 10. 10-yard return at the 15-yard line. Here we go. So there's an eyewear sponsor. I might be your guy. 1st and 10, ball at the 15-yard line. And we'll see what Jarius Robertson has. He's the quarterback. I'm sorry, that's Jarius Robertson, number 3. There's the handoff. Robertson also doing some of the kicking duties. Broussard carries and maybe gains 4 on the play.
Great effort right there. Great pickup.
So that's a gain of 4. Brings up 2nd down and 6. And shotgun formation. Trips to the left. One man in the slot. Robertson checking with the sideline. Ken Broussard, the lone setback. Broussard is a really tall running back. One receiver to the right. The right is the short side of the field. Pelicans moving from left to right. There's the handoff to Broussard. He's going to take it off left tackle, and he's going to be very close to the first down, maybe a yard short.
Yeah. So far, I'm impressed. I like what I see so far. Broussard is actually taller than the quarterback.
He is. That's something unusual. Usually you want those. Yeah, and the gentleman, the announcer's telling us he's about 6'1". That's some height for a running back. But Jarris Robertson, we've seen him come in relief last year of Alex Hebert, and I cannot remember the other young man's name who played. He all number 1. But so Robertson has some experience. He's a very good runner. And oh my goodness gracious, it's like we're at the Daytona 500. And number 9, Cameron Batley just heard, "Gentlemen, start your engines," and boom, took off. Can't do that. That's going to hurt because that's not going to make it 3rd and 6 now.
Hey, most definitely. He kind of looked at Usain Bolt a little bit on a false start.
I mean,
he took out, man.
You remember that old Nintendo game, Track and Field, where if you hit the buttons too fast, you hear pow, false start. I mean, he was just. He was almost at the finish line. He was running the 40-yard dash.
And the crazy part about it, the defensive back went with him.
Right. He was fooled. He had some ants in his pants.
Both was running. There was only 2 players on the team moving.
He must have had his Red Bull. I love these new Port Allen football helmets. They have the blue helmets with these shiny blue wings on the side. A real upgrade from a fashion standpoint. Robertson looking to throw. He's going to be forced to take off. He's surrounded by white jerseys. Hit and drop. 4th down, and the Pelicans will be forced to punt.
Yeah, he had no chance right there as WHYR came in and converged on the quarterback and was able to get the sack, which is going to bring up 4th down. And that's a big play. Those are the plays right there. That's the 2nd time in this game so far on offense and on defense. On defense, they got a messed up penalty, which cost them a 1st down. Mm-hmm. And now on offense, on the 3rd down, they got a false start, which pushed them back 5 yards, which made the 3rd down conversion more harder. So, those type of plays are going against University High. You can't have those type of plays.
Anthony Dupree kicks a wobbler. Dupree kicks a wobbler. He's the center normally. Goes out of bounds at about the 40. I think it's not.
It's about a 35-yard line. It's no more than a 20-yard
36. Kick. That's a generous spot.
15-yard kick.
As it goes out at the 36-yard line. 21-yard punt, no return.
Wow. And a couple of good breaks here so far for University High. The offense came out and did what they wanted to do on the first series of the game. Defense came in, 3 and out, and now they get the ball back inside Port Allen's territory. Great field positions.
We beat the horse every week. Penalties will kill you. Port Allen went from a 3rd and 1 to a 4th and 10. So there's a man in motion, and DJ White has a loose ball.
Has a fumble.
And I saw blue jerseys around there. Looks like WHYR did recover it. Boy, that was danger with Watson.
Yeah, it was. Those are the maps that can happen with the spread offense, playing the pistol. When the quarterback has the option of taking the ball, either handing the ball off, and there it is, almost another bad snap, and DJ White right up the middle takes the ball, and he's dragging these players with him
all the way to the 30.
Wow, great run right there for about 8 yards. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
3rd and about 4.
And about 3 or 4.
Now, WHYR has gotten away with some care. That's the 3rd time tonight we've seen them get a little floppy. Not sloppy, but floppy with the football. And that's not going to last forever. And somebody shifted illegally. Nope, never mind. Strike that. There's the snap. 3rd down. White fires. Easy reception. Caught complete. Should be good for a 1st down. Marshall Vick with the reception. No relation to Michael. And WHYR will move the chains.
Yes, indeed.
So that's going to put it at about the 22-yard line. That was a gain of 8 on the pass.
And DJ White just looks so poised out there.
Very comfortable. He looks very comfortable.
And there it is, almost a mess.
And
he breaks the tackle, goes up the middle.
Touchdown.
All the way for the touchdown.
Boy, oh boy. Mike Hollins, a 22-yard gallop, but another mishanded play. They're not going to get away with that all night. But Port Allen needs to capitalize on those near disasters, though. They can't let that go. They got to take advantage. Instead of getting the ball back, a second opportunity to get the ball back. Instead, it goes for a touchdown.
And it goes, and a missed tackle right there. It almost looked like the play last night I saw with who was it? Today was the college team today where the running back came in and it almost looked like the whole team had him tackled, and he just bust through and scooted through and was able to score the touchdown. That's what I saw on this play.
Aiden Gale's kick, it looks like it's good from
like
here.
it's good.
It is
It is
good.
good.
And so with that, the U-High Cubs take a 14-0 lead. You're listening to Port Allen Pelicans football presented by Louisiana All-American Sports on 96.9 FM WHYR LP Baton Rouge Community Radio, streaming at WHYR.org and LouisianaAllAmericanSports.com. You know, Mike Hollins on that play, Joker, reminded me a little bit of Dontrell Taylor of White Castle, where he was still low to the ground, surrounded by other players, but just kept on churning.
Right.
Really a strong runner there, and we're seeing the fruits of that labor.
Yes, and you know, sometimes when you try to strip the ball from a running back, or you try to grab a running back and hold him up so a teammate can strip the ball, and the running back keeps his feet moving, he can break those arm tackles, and that's what happened.
Yeah.
Sometimes you try to go for the turnover, but you have to make sure that you wrap the player up and tackle. So
Yeah.
that was basically a missed tackle, and Mike Hollins, credit to him, keep his feet moving, and he was able to bust straight through the middle and get another score for the university.
And you know, Joker, sometimes when you hold your opponent up, you end up not letting him get down, get taken down. There's a nice end-over-end kick by Gale. It's going to be fielded at the 6. And with the ball is Broussard, and he's finally wrapped up around the 20. That's about a 14-yard return. They might spot at the 21, 1st and 10, Port Allen.
I know it's early in the game, but I think this right here is a very important possession for Port Allen, for their confidence. They're already coming in here as the underdog and be able to come to University to jump 14-0 in the first quarter. I think they really need to get some type of movement of the ball here to give them a little confidence. They don't want to give the ball right back to University.
At the very, very least, Joker, at the very, very least, they've got to get, if they don't score, they've got
A couple
to
of
give
first downs.
U-High the ball further down the field than last time. Now, I was here early, and I saw the punters practicing. They have some guys who are kicking at 50 yards, so I'm a little surprised that Dupree shanked it so badly. That can't happen again. They cannot give this team, this U-High team, a short field. First down, 10 yards to go. Jarius Robertson in the shotgun. Twins left, twins right. The lone setback is Ken Broussard. Now here comes the man in motion. And there's the handoff on the sweep around the right side. And just very close to the first down marker was Dontress Franklin. And we'll see where they mark him out of bounds. They're going to give him about 6. And so it'll be 2nd and 4.
Coach Mitchell's going to go in his bag right here, and he's trying to go sideline to sideline. I think he don't want to go into the interior of the defense. Their defensive line has been pretty good so far. But we'll see if he can use a little bit of speed here.
He's had no hesitation using that jet sweep in his offensive schemes. There's the handoff. Nope, some good play action. Had me fooled for a minute. And number 3, Jarius Robertson, reaches, and he's going to have it 3rd and 1.
Another great call. Misdirection play to try to fool the defensive end.
Fool me.
He didn't fool the defensive end. He picked him up 1 or 2. He's going to bring up 3rd and short. I think they really need to get a first down for their confidence here.
I agree with you. They cannot go another 3 and out and give U-High the ball for a 3rd time in this first quarter. Shotgun formation. Twins to the left, one man right. There's the handoff, and Broussard is not. Not only is he not going to get it, he's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And that was a great defensive stand once again.
Well, Dylan Moses was Johnny on the spot there.
Yeah, Johnny Dylan Moses. We covered him last year, and he's a great athletic athlete.
Plays both offense and defense.
That's right.
He's a baller. He's an athlete. So with that loss, Dupree will come out to punt again. And I'm going to tell you, the big fella, Anthony Dupree is the only returning offensive starter from last year. He's also the punter. He's a senior, 6'3", 305. The big guy's got to put a charge into it. It's blocked.
Blocked it.
Blocked. Scooped up.
Oh.
And down on the play. Number 33, Adam Lewis blocked the punt. Hunter McGee tried to scoop and score, but his knee touched the ground. Nonetheless, Joker, exactly what I said could not happen, which was U-High having a short field, has happened as they will take over. First down, 10 yards to go at the 15-yard line of the Pelicans. What a bad break.
We're still in the first quarter, and that's another turnover by Port Allen, a very, very costly turnover. And what I saw the guy at 33, he just busted straight through the line. Looked like he went about through 3 different blocks because it was only one defensive guy and you had 3 defenders before the punter, and he went through all three of them. Looked like he just pushed his way through them and blocked the ball.
Yeah, he was completely unscathed on the way through. I mean, you got to protect better. White, back to throw, throws a fade into the end zone. That's not going to make it as it's way out of bounds. Incomplete. The ball, what did hit him right in the soft hands, but it was out of bounds. Intended for number 3, Chris Raymond.
Yeah, a little bit more mustard on the ball there again from DJ White. We've seen him overthrow a couple of balls here tonight, but hey, I would rather that pass, especially going to fade right outside the end zone. Either my receiver get it or no one gets it.
So we're in the shotgun is White. Ball at the 15, second down, 10 yards to go. There's the handoff. Hollins again. And boy, oh boy, Hollins is making it look easy as he's going to get it down to about the 6-yard line. Should be third and about 1, I believe.
And a great lead block right there by number 18, Marshville. He was leading Hollins and had a great big hole right there. So they're doing everything they want right now.
Third down and about maybe 2 yards. It's at the 7-yard line. There it goes to Hollins. He should have the first down, though, Piper.
It's going to be very, very close. If they don't get it, you know that fourth down they're going to go for it. So this is 2-down territory with these guys. So,
I don't know what that
so looks like it's going to be first and goal.
First down.
Yeah, ball's on the 5-yard line. We still have 2 minutes and 30 seconds left in the first quarter.
So first and 10. They're looking, checking with the coach on the sideline. I mean, either way, with the place kicker Aiden Gale, they would have at least gotten 3. White hands off up the middle. Hollins! And waiting for the signal. Touchdown. U-High. 3 touchdowns in the first quarter, still with 2:12 remaining. U-High on top, 20-0. They're piling up here early in the first quarter.
It's 21-0 already, and I know you talked today, and I think Roseanne retired, and so what I came up with now, I guess, is what I'm just going to bring a big fork.
Stick a fork in them. As the late Yogi Berra would say, when there's a fork in the road, take it. And it looks like U-High is taking it and trying to stick it to Port Allen. Snap placement, kick by Aiden Gale is good. And with that, the score, the U-High Cubs leading the Port Allen Pelicans 21-0. You are listening to Port Allen Pelicans football presented by Louisiana All-American Sports on 96.9 FM, WHYR, Baton Rouge Community Radio, streaming at WHYR.org and LouisianaAllAmericanSports.com. We'd like to thank our underwriters for helping make this broadcast possible. Clear Images Auto Detailing. Clear Images Auto Detailing provides interior cleaning, buffing, waxing, and comprehensive detailing services for fleet vehicles and private automobiles in Baton Rouge and surrounding areas. Clear Images will come to wherever you are, at home, at work, anywhere. Contact them at clearimageswash.com or 225-205-0806. That's clearimageswash.com or 225-205-0806. Clear Images Auto Detailing. So Aiden Gale set to kick off again as this is getting a little distant here. End over end kick, a little shallow, fielded at the 17. It's taken up to the 20, near the 25, up to about the 30-yard line, and he'll be tripped up at about the 32-yard line. That return was by number 5, James Jones, where Port Allen will take over first and 10.
Well, right now it's very, very crucial right now. I want to see the way Port Allen responds. If they're going to try to get everything back in one play, or are they going to take their time and just go one play at a time? 21-0. These guys came out, punched them right in the mouth in the first quarter. So let's see how Coach Mitchell handle this situation here. That's what I want. That's what I'm anxious to see.
So we're going to that's for you. First down, 10 yards to go. There's a pass down the field, and oh wow, that's going to come back. You can hear the reaction of the crowd. It looked like a pass down the field, but
that was pass interference.
Yeah, that's offensive pass interference. That's
I
coming
thought it
back.
was defensive pass interference.
B.J. Smothers made the reception.
I thought it was defensive. We'll see what they're discussing.
You're right.
The play.
They're pointing to the Port Allen sideline. I don't know. We'll see.
I thought it was defensive pass interference. And just like I said, Coach Mitchell looks like Port Allen is going to decline it. So it's going to be defensive. If Port Allen declines it, it's going to be defensive.
So that's a 28-yard gain on that pass and the first really promising offensive play of the night for the Port Allen Pelicans. First time they're in enemy territory all night.
Right, and they needed that play. It seemed to me that the ball hung in the air and the receiver came back for the ball, and so he bumped into the defense, which made for the pass interference. And here they go.
And a nice handoff. That's a gain of almost 6 yards. They're probably going to mark it short at the 35-yard line.
Great push right there by the offensive line of the Port Allen Pelicans. I like how they came out this time. Nick Mitchell not being conservative. He comes right out. He goes for the big play on first end. I like what he's doing so far.
I thought that the running back had forward progress up to the 36. They're going to mark it back to the 35. So it'll set up second down and 5 yards to go as we are under 2 minutes remaining in the first quarter. And we'll see what's going on. Mission Control, if you can let us know if there's an improvement in that connection. Shotgun formation. And there's the handoff. Broussard around the left side.
Great cut.
He's got the first down and then some.
Yes, indeed. That was a great cut right there by number 1, Ken Broussard. Great move right there to avoid the defensive end and pick up a couple of more yards. And that's going to be a first down. And now Port Allen is starting to get a little bit of momentum, moving the ball a little bit.
Under a minute to go. Port Allen come up to the line of scrimmage. Shotgun formation. Both tight ends in. And there's the handoff. I believe that's Broussard with the ball. So Ken Broussard will take it. And
that's going to be a pickup about 3 or 4 more yards. I like what I'm seeing here so far. The offensive line is really doing the job on this series. Before the running back even gets touched, he's 2 yards up the field. So I like what Port Allen is doing so far.
And it's good that they got some momentum in the running game. I mean, in the passing game, Jokers. They had, they looked like they weren't even in the passing game at all tonight. So we're coming up at the end of the first quarter. First down is at the 16-yard line. Ball's at the 23, so it'll be second down, 7 yards to go. There's the handoff, and Broussard is stopped. He maybe picks up a yard, maybe a yard. So that'll be the end of the first quarter with the score. The WHYR Cubs leading the Port Allen Pelicans 21-0. You are listening to Port Allen Pelicans football on 96.9 FM, WHYR LP, Baton Rouge Community Radio, streaming at WHYR.org and LouisianaAllAmericanSports.com.
Yeah, boy.
So it'll be 3rd and 6 when we return. Like to remind you to join us tomorrow morning for the Louisiana All-American Sports Show. Piper, why don't you tell them about the show?
Oh, we talk about the local sports Baton Rouge area. We also touch on a few in the Baton Rouge area and nationwide. We're going to talk a little bit about Southern game tomorrow, LSU's game tomorrow, the NFL, the Saints, and we here a little bit here and a little bit there and a little bit in between on the Louisiana All-American Sports Show with Gerard Piper, a.k.a. Joker P., Eric Hatfield, Coach Perry Daniels, Professor T. Johnson. What I saw in the first quarter so far, though, was I saw that University High came out, was able to pretty much do what they wanted to do. They had all the momentum. They was running the ball, doing what they wanted to do. Number 7, Mike Hollins, was able to get positive yards pretty much anytime he touched the ball. Jay White was very poised in the pocket, was able to gain yards he needed to. Overthrew up the gate. He jumped right on him and scored 21 points right out the gate. Each time they got the ball, they was able to push the ball into the end zone. So I thought they pretty much did what they wanted. At the end of the quarter, Port Allen comes back, get a great they get a call from a pass interference, which able to give them a little bit of momentum. And here they are in the second quarter with a momentum, finally starting to get a little bit of footing here. They don't know nothing. I want to see if they can be able to at least put some points on the board on this series to make this out of a game. And here we go. 1st and 10. Port Allen, and the ball was handed to Hunter Brute. I was going to be 4th down here. They wasn't able to convert the first down on 3rd, and so now it's going to be a decision. It looks like they're going to go for it. They're down 21-0. East territory.
Kind of ambitious.
This is going to be a big play right here.
It's 4th and short. Actually, I think it's a very good calculated risk by the Port Allen staff.
Yeah, and so here we go. It's 11 minutes and 20 seconds left. It's 4th and short. Very big play right here. And Broussard gets the ball in the backfield. He's not going to make it. Turn over on. Ball's going to go over to University. I like the play call right there. I really was to Jerry Robertson, and I didn't like that play call at all, Eric. I really didn't.
That was not a very.
But I haven't seen Port Allen. They tried to throw the ball. One try. They did get the interference call. being 3, they're unpredictable with the same. I didn't understand that play call, but hey, here we go. Hollis, White, and get a bit of yardage on first. You bring up second. On the snap. He rolls to his right. DJ surveys the field. Oh, looks like they got him. Looks like he's there. But I didn't try to rush anything, didn't try to force anything. He didn't see anything down the field, so he just took the keep the clock running. Don't turn the ball over. And now it's going to be third down. Looks like it's going to be 3rd and 4. It's going to be 3rd and 4 here on the 25-yard line. DJ gets the ball. 13. Marshall Vick. And that's going to be a first down.
So
great conversion.
We're going to go ahead and correct your screen at home on LouisianaAllAmericanSports.com. We're coming up on the 10-minute mark in the second quarter. And WHYR, they're moving the ball again, Joker.
Yeah, and here they are again, 1st and 10 on 35-yard line. DJ throws the screen ball to Miles Hollins, and here comes Hollins all the way across the 50. Now he's in Port Allen territory at the 47-yard line.
So they're in enemy territory again, Joker. Every possession they've been in Port Allen territory. Port Allen's got to find a way to try to end some of these possessions a little earlier. Ball is at the 47-yard line of the Pelicans. First down, 10 yards to go. WHYR moving the ball. There's the handoff. Running back has got first down yardage and then some, and churning those legs like the little engine that could. Number 28, that is Titus Nelson. All the way down in 22-yard gain down to about the 25.
Great pickup.
Let's see where they mark it.
And I like exactly what WHYR is doing. I like what their coaching staff is doing. They brought in a fresh running back, and he came right in and paid dividends right when he came into the game. Number 28, Titus Nelson. And what University has been doing so far, Eric, is when you try to get a beat on him with the run game, then DJ passes it short, or he throws it out in the flat, throws the screen pass. Once the defense looks for the pass, he goes back to the run. So they have a great balance in what they're doing in their offense on the pass and on the run, and it's been very effective so far.
And there's a pass to the end zone. Oh, excellent defense on the play, as that was intended for number 3, Chris Raymond, broken up by number 20, Donald Vance.
Yeah,
and that saved a touchdown right there, as he had some good touch on that pass with 9:02 to go, and that'll bring up 3rd down and 5 yards to go. The ball resting at the 22-yard line of the Pelicans.
And the defense was, so far, he was able to judge the ball without interfering with the receiver. So I thought he did a great job.
And falls loose again, and again Port Allen cannot capitalize. So that's going to bring up 4th down. So it actually falls forward a little bit. That one's going to go to the 20. It'll be 4th down and about 2 yards to go. And there's the pass to the end zone. Raymond wide open and touchdown. So that is a 20-yard pass from DJ White to number 3, Chris Raymond, and that is the 4th touchdown scored by the WHYR Cubs, as they lead the Port Allen Pelicans now by the score of 27-0. I'll give it a shot. We got in four bars. So snap placement and kick is good. I'll move it away from the. I'll move it over here a little bit. That kick is good. And so with that, did he make it? He did. So the score is now 28-0. And boy, WHYR is just they are pouring it on right now. The Pelicans have just been unable to get anything going whatsoever.
Yeah, like I said, hey, I may have to bring in my fork. You know, we had to retire Roseanne, and so we're going to bring the big fork.
Well, when there's a fork in the road, take it. And That is what U-High has done. They've taken the fork, they've twirled up some spaghetti, they put some Parmesan on it, maybe some good red sauce, maybe from Ruffino's, and they're getting ready to chow down as these Cubs are they are tearing into a wounded bird in these Port Allen Pelicans right now.
Their play calling has been so good, though, Eric. They've been passing the ball when they needed to. They've been running the ball when they need to. So, like I said, when Port Allen gets their defense prepared for the run, then U-High will pass the ball. Oh, look at that ball. It's a
and
live
the run
ball
kick
right
is
there.
loose. That's a loose ball. There's a big scrum for it, and I don't know who has it, but I'll tell you, and it looks like
And
Port
Port Allen
Allen
recovered.
got that back by the hair of
They
that
was
chinny
real
chin
lucky
chin.
on that one, Eric. On the kickoff, the ball is still live, and he kicked it in between the first wave of players and the second wave of players. And Port Allen was just looking at the ball. I guess they didn't think no, that ball is actually live on the kickoff.
I don't think
Not
they
like a
thought.
punt.
I don't think they thought that that U-High was going to get down there quickly enough.
Right.
I think they were surprised by the
took them by
speed.
surprise. They did.
Ball's at the 23-yard line of the Pelicans. And Piper, while you were on with Mission Control, there was another loose ball. There was another ball that popped that was coughed up and was on the ground, but U-High recovered. So this is now 4 times tonight we've seen U-High get careless with the ball and Port Allen unable to capitalize, and it's reflected in the score right now. There's the handoff. Right up the middle, Broussard is going to gain maybe 4 yards. So the ball is going to be moved up to the 27-yard line, where it'll be 2nd down and 6 yards to go for the Pelicans. They're not wasting much time getting up to the line. Shotgun formation. There's the handoff to Broussard. He's going to pound and pound through the B gap and get stopped around the 30, and that's going to bring up another 3rd and short, Joker.
Another 3rd and short, and University High is doing a great job with their scouting report. And what I mean by that is, it seems to me that Port Allen doesn't have the bigger play selection as University High has a big play selection. So it seems that they're doing the spread, and it's the same type of play that they're doing. And so sooner or later, a great team like this are going to get a beat on what you're doing. And it's going to be harder and harder to complete these 3rd downs. It started out completing 3rd down with the run pass. But now the little spread and hand out to the running back, U-High seems to have a beat on what they're doing now.
Trips.
To me, that goes with a selection of plays.
I agree. I spoke with Coach Mitchell before the game, and he told me, Jarius Robinson is more of a run-oriented quarterback, and there's a timeout. Port Allen, that's their 2nd timeout with a break in the action. The score, the U-High Cubs leading the Port Allen Pelicans 21-0. You're listening to Port Allen Pelicans football on 96.9 FM, WHYR, streaming at WHYR.org, and Louisiana All-American Sports.com. We'd like to thank Clear Images Auto Detailing for underwriting this game. Clear Images Auto Detailing provides interior cleaning, buffing, waxing, and comprehensive detailing services for fleet vehicles and private automobiles in Baton Rouge and surrounding areas. Clear Images will come to wherever you are, at home, at work, anywhere. Contact them at clearimageswash.com or 225-205-0806. That's clearimageswash.com or 225-205-0608.
And right there, just what we were saying, Coach Mitchell took a timeout. He saw that defense was prepared for the play that he was getting ready to run. And he noticed a real important 3rd down, so he took a timeout to try to change up the play. And that's what I'm seeing.
Yeah, Port Allen has got to absolutely get this 1st down before this game goes off of a cliff for them. They cannot afford another turnover on downs deep in their opponent's territory, as U-High has just chewed them up and spit them out. 7 minutes to go. It is 3rd and 3.
And everyone is on the front line. Look like they're going to blitz.
The play clock is not on here, so we're going to have to kind of keep an eye on that. Oh, Robinson bobbles the snap. He's forced to roll out to his right. He's pursued. He passes, and the receiver was not ready. It would have been short of the 1st down anyway, intended for number 15, Dontrius Franklin. That brings up 4th down, and the Pelicans and big Anthony Dupree will be forced to come on to punt.
Wow. Hey, it was a great job for him just being able to get that ball away. He almost got tackled in the backfield for about a 5 or 6 yard loss, but he was able to elude the defender, get outside and to the right into the flat, and the receiver wasn't prepared for the ball. And the ball hit him right in the stomach and bounced off of him. So
yeah, you're right. That was an alert move by the quarterback to keep this a bad play, a broken play, from becoming a collapsed bridge.
Play. It was going to be short of the 1st down anyway, but it just goes to show you that the difference between University High tonight and Port Allen. Port Allen seems, we saw a couple of times where there's been a couple of mistakes in bad tackling. We've seen a couple of mistakes
So
in the special teams game, and we've seen a couple of mistakes on the defensive side.
speaking of special teams, a much better outing for Chris Dupree as he boots it away, and that is a 41-yard punt, no return. So that's the best net they've got on special teams after the 21-yard shank and then the block punt. So at least that shaped up for them, and at least the defense has some breathing room now on the field.
Yeah, and here comes University High. They're going to come back here and try to push this lead up.
U-High has the football on their own 29-yard line. First down, 10 yards to go for the U-High Cubs. They are moving from our left to our right. DJ White under center. 6:44 remaining in the opening half. White fires out to his left near the sideline. It is caught, complete, and the receiver has first down yardage and then some, complete to number 36, R.C. Jones. First down for the Cubs, and that is a 14-yard gain on the play.
That was a great pass right there by DJ White. He's very poised inside the pocket. And like I said, they were doing a variety of different plays. They may throw the ball out in the flat. I've seen him throw the ball in the screen play. I've seen him go deep. I've seen him give the ball in the spread. I've seen him fake. I've seen him do a lot of different things. And that keeps Port Allen off balance a little bit, not knowing what's coming. And it's being very, very effective in this game tonight. Right, so I'm very impressed with what I see so far with the Cubs.
So that was a handoff to Hollins. That's one of the shortest gains of the night, is there's only a yard gained on the play. Dropping back is White. They are moving that ball quickly. Fires a line draw, a bullet right down the middle. It is caught. It is complete again to R.C. Jones, and is another first down for the Cubs.
And that was another great pass right there, once again by DJ White, right on the money. Post pattern up the middle, and he put the ball right on the money where it needs to be. And DJ is starting to warm up now. He's looking real good.
So they're going to mark the ball off at the 32-yard line of the Pelicans, and once again the Cubs are in Port Allen Pelicans territory. First down, 10 yards to go, 6 minutes and 8 seconds remaining in the half. White, it's a handoff, good play action, and Hollins is just going to keep going and going and going like the Energizer Bunny, and already close to another first down.
Great run again by Hollins. I would
That's a
imagine this
6-yard
guy
gain.
here, this guy should be, he should be almost close, maybe 60, 70 yards, I would guesstimate.
Boy, they're piling him up quickly, Piper. Second down, about 4 yards,
DJ,
5 yards to go. He keeps it, and he's close to the first down marker, not quite there yet. So first down marker is actually at the 21-yard line. We'll correct your screen at home if you're following on LouisianaAllAmericanSports.com. Ball is at the 22-yard line, brings up third and about a yard.
Third and short, and usually on these short yardage plays, from what I've seen so far, DJ has kept the ball himself. Let's see if he does it here again.
So shotgun formation, DJ White checking with the sideline, trips to the right. Trips to the left, no receivers to the right. The lone setback is Hollins, and there's the handoff to Mike Hollins. Easy first down, still on his feet. A host of blue jerseys around him, and Hollins is still on his feet, finally brought down around the 15-yard line. It'll be another 1st and 10 for the Cubs with 4:50 to go in the half, Piper.
And it is not looking good for the Port Allen Pelicans here tonight. It is real Irish over here, West Baton Rouge Irish.
It is getting Irish in the parish.
Yes, indeed.
First down, ball's at the 15-yard line. U-High knocking on the door again. DJ White's going to keep on the play action.
Oh, what
goes
a
to his
move by
right,
DJ.
and he's just making it look easy as he's going to mosey on down to the 3-yard line, and it's 1st and 10 before I can even correct your screen at home on LouisianaAllAmericanSports.com.
And another great run right there by DJ White. Takes the ball all the way down inside the 5-yard line. He's going to be on the 2-yard line, so he's going to bring up 1st and goal.
It's like he knew everywhere that the Port Allen Pelicans were going to leave holes open for him before the play even started. 1st and goal to 3, shotgun formation. White's going to hand it off. Hollins has the ball down to the 2, to the 1, and I believe he's into the end zone again. Touchdown, U-High. The route is on. The score, the U-High Cubs now 34, the Port Allen Pelicans 0. Boy, oh boy. What was that Bubba Sparks song that we played last week on the Louisiana All-American Sports Show? Yeah, it's getting ugly.
Yeah, it's getting
ugly. Ooh, boy. And Gale coming out to kick the extra point. Yeah, that's true. No, we do. And we don't want Bubba Sparks on us. That one, actually, I don't think he made it. It's wide left, so that's the
Wide
first.
left.
So Aiden Gale 4 for 5 on the point afters tonight with 4:18 remaining in the first half. The score, the U-High Cubs 34, the Port Allen Pelicans nothing. And, Joker, I'm going to do something, boy.
You going to call it at halftime or what?
Time of death.
Oh, no.
4 minutes, 18 seconds remaining in the second quarter. I think
man.
it's been a Mike Tyson-style
Let me go get my fork.
first round knockout.
Let me get my fork. Can I go grab my fork?
Yeah, we can get the fork out of the car. We'll get some spaghetti, maybe some veal cutlet, veal parmesan rather. As boy, these pelicans, these birds, you can stick the big fork in them already.
Yeah, we can stick a fork in them. I never had pelican. Have you?
No, I think it has a gamey flavor to it, kind of like quail.
Is that what they said? I wonder how the beak tastes or the neck.
But some say it tastes like chicken.
Oh, right.
So Aiden Gale coming to kickoff to the Pelicans. And look, this was the first. Look, we've seen Nick Mitchell's teams get hammered by University High before and end up in the state semifinals. So this is a learning experience. That's a shallow end-over-end kick, fielded about the 23, and a good return. Oh, wow, and he got flipped over like a coin, like the opening kickoff, but he's all right, James Jones. He's going to run it up to about the 34-yard line, an 11-yard return, 1st and 10 Pelicans. Let us just hope that the New Orleans Pelicans do not suffer a fate similar to that of these Port Allen Pelicans tonight.
Right. Let's hope not.
1st and 10.
Right here, what do you do, Eric? When you're down 34-0 and 4 minutes left in the second half, what do you tell your team? Is it now that you just pretty much play for other teams? Do you put your starter still in there?
Knowing Coach Mitchell the way I've gotten to know him over the last couple of football seasons, he's had a big thing. And let me call this play real quick. As there's the handoff, Broussard takes it up the middle, which has been with the game plan. Actually, a healthy gain, about 8 yards, and it'll bring up 2nd and short. So, look, Coach Mitchell is big about the process, sticking with the process, and he's gotten his team. He had his team at Southern Lab buy into that, sticking with it in spite of adversity, and it yielded positive gains once it came playoff time. This isn't going to hurt. While it's not good for district play, it's not going to hurt Port Allen in the playoff hunt because Port Allen is a public school. They're a non-select school, and they're competing with a different host of schools in District 3A, in Class 3A. Meanwhile, that handoff is going to push them back a couple of yards and will bring up 3rd and 3.
Now it's going to be 3rd down and 3.
Ball's at the 41-yard line, and there's a whistle. And let's see what they do. It's 3rd and 3. And
I would imagine everything is probably 4-down territory. What do you think?
It is, and I give Broussard the ball, too. Well, they're not, though. They're going to pass it. Robertson throws. It's caught complete as the receiver had to go up way high. I believe that was Cameron Bately who went up. Nope. Yeah, it is Cameron Bately. Went up high to catch it. It's caught complete. It's a 1st down for the Pelicans as they'll move the ball up to the 48-yard line. That was a 7-yard gain.
And that should make them feel good. That should give them a little bit of confidence to show them that, hey, we can pass the ball. We can execute plays.
1st and 10 Port Allen. We're under 3 minutes remaining. Under 3 minutes remaining in the first half. Shotgun formation. Jarius Robertson. One lone setback, I believe, is Broussard. Twins to the left, and he's going to give it. It's a good play action. Fool me for a moment. Robertson has a 1st down on his feet, and he's wrapped up and dropped around the 34-yard line.
Great play right there by Robinson, and I like
18-yard gain.
I like what I see from Robinson. He's the one guy, the one bright spot that I've seen tonight that if he can get a little bit of room, if he can get a little bit of blocking, he can maybe do a little bit of damage. Maybe not in this game. This game to me is over. But, in the future and looking ahead, try to get Robinson in some space. And number 1 also.
Ken Broussard around the right side. That looked like about a 7-yard gain maybe. They're kind of a far sideline.
It's going to be real close. He got about 8 yards on that carry. And those two guys are pretty much the mainstays. There's been the bright spots here for Port Allen tonight that Coach Mitchell can say, hey, Broussard and Robertson, these two guys I can count on.
So it's going to be 2nd down and about 3. And there's the play action. Robertson's forced to flush out to his left. It is the wide side of the field. He's going to try to take off. Avoids the shoestring tackle still on his feet. And he's grabbed. It looked like his face mask was grabbed. Nonetheless, he gets it to about the 22-yard line, and that should be good for a 1st down for the Pelicans.
And he gets a 1st down, and he has very good speed. That's the second time we saw. You're right. Very good escapability. That's the second time we saw him escape the defensive in.
So
This guy's fast.
He's got some good quickness
Yeah,
in
he's
space
fast.
and under duress too.
Yes.
I like that, and that's going to help them when they start playing. You know, it probably helped them against you. It's going to help against your Glen Oaks, your West Felicianas, those non-select schools. There's the play action pass. Robertson fires, and it's inside the 10-yard line.
And he almost had him.
It hit number. Who is that? Can't
That
get the
looks
license
like
on that truck.
number- Let's get a caller ID on him.
That's number.
Is that number 9, number 6?
Yeah, it is number 9. That's Cameron Bentley. Good
Cameron
call,
Bentley.
Joker.
Yeah.
As it hit him right in the palms, and he just couldn't hang on. It would have been a 1st and goal as we're down to 1:30 to go in the half.
And I've seen at least 3 drops so far in this first half that was right in their hands.
2nd down, 10 yards to go. 34-0. U-High on top. There's a man in motion. There's the handoff, and Broussard is going to carry the ball up to about the 20-yard line. Should set up 3rd and 8.
I'm thinking Robinson is doing a great job so far, actually putting the ball very accurate so far with the ball on this drive. Why not give him another shot? Come back with the same play, post pattern with the same receiver. He's doing a great job of putting the ball where it needs to be. It's just his receivers need to catch the ball, need to be a little bit more better at catching the ball.
We're coming up on a minute remaining in the first half. Shotgun formation, trips to the right, one receiver to the left. Lone setback is Broussard. There's a floater into the end zone. Oh, off of the fingertips of number 80,
again,
Sean
drop.
Garner, and that's a costly drop. As Garner needed to get that one. Chase Brown providing the coverage. Good job there by him. And it's going to bring up 4th down.
Hey, they have no choice but to go for it here. That's the fourth drop I've saw so far. And you know, Robinson has some good touch on the ball. I've seen where he's put the ball. He's pretty accurate with the ball. I want to see second half if they pass the ball a little bit more. I like what Robinson is doing so far. This crowd here in Port Allen, being down 34-0, they want to score so bad, and you can just feel the energy in this building that these guys want to put some points on the board.
U-High showing blitz. They're going to send a weak side blitz. Rolling out to his right. Robertson to the end zone. That's not a good pass.
Touchdown.
But it was caught. It's caught.
Touchdown.
What a catch. Holy moly.
Touchdown.
Cameron Bentley, number 9. Cameron Batley came back to the ball and made an incredible catch. Joker, I thought that pass might have been intercepted. Instead, Batley comes on and helps his team out and puts some points on the board. Touchdown, Port Allen.
But the first points on the board, and I was just saying this crowd energy has been building up. They've been wanting to score here so bad, even though they're down 34-0. And just like I said, Robinson has very good touch on the ball. And I thought, why not give him a chance? Why not let him put the ball? It was 3 passes that his receivers actually dropped. The ball was there. And that time the receivers made a hell of a catch and finally got some points on the board for the Pelicans.
Timeout University High with a break in the action. We'll be waiting for the try for point as the score is the University High Cubs 36, the University High Cubs 34, the Port Allen Pelicans 6. You are listening to Port Allen Pelicans football presented by Louisiana All-American Sports on 96.9 FM, WHYR, streaming at WHYR.org, and LouisianaAllAmericanSports.com.
Yeah, boy.
So that was an Piper. That ball, it wasn't a great. It looked like it was underthrown, and Batley came back, and I mean he got his hands on that ball just behind the defender. That was a great play, and it was decent touch on the pass considering that it kind of was taken by the wind.
Right. Actually, that whole series was actually Robinson. He was able to escape 2 defensive ends that came in and was almost sacked him. He was able to elude those plays. He made a great first down during that series. So to me, that whole series was Robinson. And he threw the great pass to get the touchdown. So right there, this guy put Port Allen on his back on that series and willed them to that score.
You know, Joker, we're planning on coming back next week as the Donaldsonville Tigers come to visit the Pelicans. Robertson takes off, wrapped up in sack, 2-point conversion, no good. But as the Donaldsonville Tigers are coming up, and that's another public school, and I think is going to be probably a better litmus test for this Port Allen team to see how they line up with those Donaldsonville players. We know they have some big guys, some guys who will be going to play college ball, some Division I ball, but I think their scheming and strategy might line up a little differently, as we've seen Donaldsonville against White Castle in the past. We'll see how they line up with a non-select school.
Right, and I think Port Allen, look at the also did at Donaldsonville, and we covered that game. Even though they made us match physically in that game with the chip players and the players that decommitted to LSU, but White Castle still won that game by fundamentals, by sticking to the script, playing above their their talent,
above their classification level,
above their classification. They was able to beat that team. So I think Coach Mitchell's going to look at that tape and pretty much get the blueprint from that tape and probably apply the same strategy when they meet these guys.
Yeah, I mean, White Castle was able to beat Donaldsonville on coaching, and Coach Gilbo of Donaldsonville is a very good coach, but he was out-coached by Coach Thomas. There's an end-over-end kick. It's going to be fielded at about the 12, to the 15, to the 20, to the 30, and it's going to be wrapped up and dropped was Titus Nelson at about the 32-yard line, so that's a 20-yard return by Nelson.
Yeah.
But, and I've said often on the Louisiana All-American Sports Show that I think the two brightest football coaching minds in the Baton Rouge metro area are the two coaches here tonight, Coach Nick Mitchell of Port Allen and Coach Mahaffey of WHYR. But Coach Mitchell's inheriting a team that, frankly, had a lot of attrition. Only one returning returning starter on offense, a new defensive system, not as many players. Just look at the sheer numbers as last year. So it's going to be a learning and growing process. But we have watched Coach Mitchell's teams grow from the beginning of the year to being a different team by the end of the same season. So exactly. I still have high expectations and optimism for this Port Allen team.
Hey, these guys came in 2-2 this year. I think that he's doing a great job so far to be a first-year head coach. We saw him at Southern Lab, and each year those guys was able to progress and get better each year that Nick Mitchell was there. So I expect the same here. I know he probably has a long-term goal that he sees here at Port Allen, and I'm looking forward to covering this guy and seeing how it turns out.
So that is a timeout by, I believe it was University High. I didn't see the signal very well. If that's correct, each team has one timeout remaining. Each team with one timeout remaining here in the first half with 20 seconds to go.
Yeah, it's 20 seconds to go, and WHYR is not taking any prisoners. I thought maybe they would probably kneel on the ball and just go into halftime with 34-6 lead, but it looks like they may take a shot here and try to score.
Well, they got to get ready for District 2, and they have to get ready for the Parkview Baptists of the district, and they have to get ready for those very competitive District 2, Division 2 playoffs. So, Coach Mahaffey's they got some work to do too, They just can't take it easy and sit on this big lead. And, oh, boy, it looked like there was some movement. I did not see the Port Allen player go into the neutral zone, but they're going to mark it off. I don't know if I agree with that call, Joker, but it's going to result in the first down.
Yeah, and once again, DJ White was able to give him the hard snap and get those guys to bite. And we talk about it every week, Eric. Penalties and turnovers.
And a lot of penalties, a lot of ill-timed penalties. Another penalty resulting in a first down for the Cubs. First down, 10 yards to go, ball at the 46-yard line, dropping back to throws, DJ White. He steps up, he's under pressure, he's going to roll it to his right. Still has time, excellent patience, he delivers. It's caught complete, Chris Raymond. He's at the 40, and he's going to get out of bounds. Ooh, a head-to-head collision.
Wow.
That takes Raymond out of bounds at about the 33-yard line. The clock will stop with 8.6 seconds remaining.
It was great awareness right there by the receiver to get out of bounds. DJ was looking for the big play. His eyes was downfield.
And he was
doing all he can. He was patient. But he was trying to get the home run that time, and he saw the guy out in the flat and gave it to him. So great pickup and great awareness for him to get out of bounds. And they still have 8 seconds, so they're going to have a nice shot to be able to try to get in the end zone. Looks like he's going to be bringing that back. I don't know if it was a personal foul.
Was it personal foul? It was a personal foul, block in the back against the Cubs, and they're going to mark it back to the 45. So it'll actually be 1st and 11 instead of first down inside the 1st and 10 inside the Pelicans' territory. 2 seconds remaining on the clock. There's a timeout, I believe, by WHYR. That is their third and final timeout. They have 0 timeouts remaining. Port Allen has 1 timeout remaining. You are listening to Port Allen Pelicans football presented by Louisiana All-American Sports on 96.9 FM, WHYR LP, Baton Rouge Community Radio, streaming at WHYR.org and LouisianaAllAmericanSports.com.
Yeah, boy. And we got 2 seconds left before halftime. And I wonder what the coach is thinking here, what Coach Mahaffey is thinking here.
Coach Mahaffey is probably going to, look, you can practice a lot of scenarios, and one of which is when you're in a desperation spot at the end of a half or a game and you need to go all the way, half the distance of the field to get a touchdown. So they're going to practice one of those plays and see how it works, and I'm sure Nick Mitchell and Eric Holden, the defensive coordinator, they're going to prepare their team for the opposite scenario, not getting burned on that long play. But everything's always a coaching opportunity, especially in the regular season, especially when the game is out of reach and you have wiggle room and you have room to experiment.
And a great chance to try it live instead of practice, but against another team that doesn't know it's coming.
Live bullets here, trips to the left. White dropping back. It's a 5-man rush, a weak side blitz. There's the long bomb down the field, and intended for Titus Nelson. It is incomplete. That is the end of the first half with the score. The U-High Cubs 34, the Port Allen Pelicans 6 here at the half on 96.9 FM WHYR-LP Baton Rouge Community Radio, streaming at WHYR.org and Louisiana All-American-Sports.com.
Yeah, boy.
So, Chan, the man, back at Mission Control, keeping everything going. Hopefully we had some clearer skies back there in the second quarter than we did in the first. We, of course, appreciate you keeping the skies safe for us, keeping us with feedback, making sure we don't crash into a building or something like that.
That's right.
And Chan, let me tell you, you might hear Piper and I talk and keep you entertained, but Chan is the man he's the straw that stirs our drink, and he was very much appreciated. So,
that's right.
Chan back there at the studio keeping it down, and now we got a halftime show with the lovely, I believe these are University High dancers. Look kind of like the high school version of the Golden Girls almost.
Yeah, almost.
And they're out there, and there's the band. And so, Piper, what were some of your observations on that first half?
Hey, the score pretty much tells you what happened. It was 34-6 at halftime. University High is winning. University High came out right out the gate in the first quarter and punched guys in the mouth.
Yes.
University High came right out in the first quarter, man, and punched these guys in the mouth. Pretty much they wanted to do. I thought the offensive line dominated in the first quarter the defensive line of the Port Allen Pelicans, which allowed the number 7, Mike Hollis, to be able to. I know he at least got 100 yards. I wish I had the statistics here to read them to you, but he was able to move the ball. They was able to pass the ball when they wanted to. DJ White was very accurate, getting the ball to number 11, Marino, and to B.J. Smothers, and did a great job, man. I thought of mixing up the selection of the plays. They'll come out and pass the ball, and they'll come out and run the ball. And so it had Port Allen, kind of scratching their head and wondering which way these guys was going to go. And when the big play was there, they got a big play in all three phases of the game: defense, special teams, and on the offense. So, hey, great job right there. I want to see the way Nick Mitchell is going to come out in the second half with a little bit of success that he did get late in the second quarter with Ken Broussard and Jarius Robertson running the ball. I thought he did a great job of finding something that can work a little bit against U-High.
Piper, football, just like a lot of sports, but especially football, it's a game of opportunities. And honestly, Piper, if Port Allen had seized, and sometimes you're going to miss some, but had they seized on every opportunity available, and I mean those 4 loose balls, one was an outright 2 fumbles and 2 very bobbly exchanges that could have been swatted and turned into fumbles, this could be a totally different game right now against this very talented U-High team. But you've got to capitalize. You've got to strike the guys high. You've got to take advantage of those opportunities. You can't let them, especially against an opponent with the pedigree of U-High.
Exactly. And the first quarter, we had a situation where U-High was in a second and long, and Port Allen had eventually put point on the board. First, on the next series of the game, Port Allen had the ball. They cost themselves a penalty, backed them up 5, punted those all type plays that dictate the game.
And
to
now
me, those are the
Port Allen
very game. And undermanned.
District rival.
District rival. All the help you can go when you shoot yourselves in the foot by getting costly turnovers. And we talk about it all the time.
Right.
It just makes it hard for you.
I mean, opportunities to get the ball back, for your defense to get the ball. It's a lot like, opportunities in general in football. It's not like fishing. You don't throw the little ones back. You got to take advantage of every inch. And unfortunately, Port Allen let some very big fish get off the hook.
You're exactly right.
So we're going to have the Port Allen. Port Allen High Steppers now.
Oh yeah, the Port Allen High Steppers are
giving their
doing their
answer
thing. Yeah.
to the U.
I knew something was going on. I turned around there. Like, wait a minute, Fetty Wap. What? It got me. But I'm going to enjoy the halftime show here. And I want to give it up to these fans out here, man. These fans are still here, even though they're losing 34-6. You know, the fans are very supportive. They were just so happy to put some points on the board. They got their fireworks, had a great display. They gave a moment of silence to the high school players that I heard about. I want to say rest in peace to them. Unfortunately, I think that was the guy.
This is a player in Thibodaux. I think he was just injured, not the young man in New Jersey who passed away or the one in Franklin Parish. That's more carnage on the football field, unfortunately.
Wow.
I don't know the nature of the injury. I just heard that he was injured, and usually when you hear that, it's something gruesome like a neck or severe limb injury, and all those are really bad to hear. I mean, football's a great game. It's also a very rough game, and there has been an unusual carnage in high school football that we've been hearing about this year.
Right.
So we have some scores for you at the half that we're going to get out for you in the Baton Rouge area. West Louisiana, hold on. We're getting these scores from the Advocate.com. Parkview Baptist leading Bruley 35-7 in second quarter. West Feliciana in a District 6-3A matchup leading Donaldsonville 38-7. Madison Prep leading East Feliciana 15-0 in the second quarter. Christian Life trailing Northeast 40-0. Northeast with the ball under 2 minutes to go in the second quarter there. St. Helena, Archbishop Hammond at the half 24-17. Catholic High leading Turlings Catholic in a district game at the half 28-7. Big game, Zachary and Dutchtown. Zachary leading Dutchtown 8-0 in the second quarter in a non-district matchup.
Wow, yeah.
Dutchtown really holding it together. Denham Springs busting out, clipping the wings of St. Michael the Archangel, 35-0. They have the ball with under 2 minutes remaining in the first half. Walker picking it out with Assumption in a non-district game in the second quarter. Walker has the ball in the red zone right now in the second quarter, 18-14, looking to put some distance there. East Ascension trailing St. Charles Catholic at the half, 14-0. Sandoval pounding South Terrebonne, 31-7 at the half.
And Country Day,
Boy,
man.
Country Day. They were leading
Wow.
60-0 at the half. What are they putting in the water there in Metairie? Metairie Park Country Day leading Pope John Paul II. Pope John Paul II is deceased.
And wasn't he here?
Yeah, no,
I mean, wasn't the Pope? I mean, yeah, but
Pope
he
John
couldn't
Paul
do nothing
II
for him? Or?
I don't know, because Pope John Paul
49,
II.
nothing? Come on.
Pope John Paul II passed away 10 years ago, and apparently so did Pope John Paul's football team's chances of winning this game, as it is 49-0 at the half. Metairie Park Country Day pouring it all on Pope John Paul. Tied with West St. John, 7-7 at the half. So we will keep you updated with scores as they roll in. We did have some scores from Thursday night. Live Oak hammered 49-8. Laveau 38-26. Kentwood over East Iberville 38-0. And that wraps up the Baton Rouge area scores. So a lot of matchups at the half, a lot of scores getting a lot tighter as district play is starting to roll in. District 6-3A already underway tonight.
Yes, indeed, man. We got great weather out here. Baton Rouge area, man. It's perfect for football. I'm just so excited to be here, man. And
I always love coming out to Port Allen.
Yeah.
You were touching on it earlier before I started rolling out the scores. This community really rallies around this high school and its athletic events. You know, it's halftime here, and I'm going to estimate there are probably about 400 people still in stands, the home stands, in spite of it being very one-sided. Eyeballing the other side, looks like maybe 150, 200 people. 600 people still here at the half for a very one-sided football game. It tells you how much that these fan bases support these programs.
most definitely a very close-knit community here in Port Allen. They really support their football team. And they got a nice routine going on out here with the band.
Yeah, I like what the band's doing. Was it? Is that Smokey Robbins? Wait, who is that? What band?
That's So get ready. So get ready. Because here I come. Get ready. Here I come. Here I come. Ready. right.
Who is that, Piper? Do we? What was that?
Is that Four Tops?
That is the Four Tops. Good call. That's it. That's it. I like that. That was pretty good.
Yeah, that was pretty.
Getting ready. I'll leave the music to the experts.
That was the Four Tops. Great rendition right there. We got about 5 minutes left before the third quarter.
I believe. Hey, there we go, little My Girl. I like that.
It must be Motown night.
Yeah, it must be.
Yeah.
My girl talking about my. Oopsie daisy. Yeah. Well, I'm gonna stop singing. I'm gonna let y'all enjoy the.
Let y'all enjoy it. Yeah, let them enjoy it. Maybe we get Jackson 5 next. And we definitely got to correct that. That was the Temptations. My girl. I must have guessed that for real. I said a Jackson 5, and really she got the Jackson 5. It must be Motown night. Wow. Oh, baby, give me one more chance. Oh, yeah. Louisiana All-American Sports. Be rocking in the booth right now. I got Eric doing the Cabbage Patch. You know we went way back. I want your back. Yeah. I want your back. Yeah, I want your back. Oh, yeah. There you go. Do the leg kick. Right, I know. Eric. Oh, boy, that was something to see right there. Ladies and gentlemen, Eric Hatfield with his reddish Mike Jackson and the Jackson 5.
Discussion we're going to have on the Louisiana All-American Sports Show tomorrow.
We're going to have a great discussion, actually. I want to thank Port Allen for that. That was great. But tomorrow morning, Saturday, 11 o'clock a.m., Louisiana All-American Sports Show. Man, we're going to have a great discussion. We're going to talk about competition. We're going to talk about should. Yeah, we're going to have a great discussion. As you know, we had an injured player from Southern. They went to play Georgia Bulldogs. Very severe injury. Update on that, talk about that. But discussion we're going to talk about is whether or not a big name schools should play Division 1, 2 schools. And we're going to have discussions on both ends of that argument. One end of the argument, people say that, hey, with the competition not being on the same level, coaches don't like risking their players getting hurt by going up playing a team like the Georgia Bulldogs. But on the other hand, people say, hey, it's competition. Football is football.
They're both grown men.
And they're all grown men. It's not like you're matching one age group against another age group, or either like a professional against a college. They're both college players. They're the same age group. It's just one has all of the better players on one team than the other. So I don't know. I mean, I'm kind of torn between on both issues. I agree with both sides of the issue. So we're going to have a great debate about this tomorrow. And it didn't look good that the guy, unfortunately got hurt on the field. That kind
Right.
You know what I mean?
Well,
It kind of validates, but that can happen in any game. That can happen
it could.
in a SWAC game. That can happen, so.
And and Coach Perry Daniels mentioned on the show, and it's one of those things I never really gave it a lot of thought until we started talking about it. But he's right.
Right.
It's almost like having a college team against a 5A high school team. You have SEC schools, that is grown men's, that is near NFL, that's NFL light.
Right.
Versus
Pretty close.
Southern, which is really high school on steroids. It's more, guys who are stars in high school. You have the communities come together, but most, with a handful of exceptions, FCS subdivision school players are typically not aiming for the NFL. They just want to play football in college.
Right.
Whereas you got man's game when you're playing the SEC.
You got man's game, and that's what's so and it's almost like, but even though those guys are like 5A schools on steroids, but it's always a small guy that can play with those big guys.
Mm-hmm.
And if he don't get the exposure, you know what I mean, he may never get a shot.
Like a Willie Quinn,
these guys, and that's why I look at that too. Sometimes even though you may be but we watch these movies that the movie where the first NCAA black team was able to go up and beat Kentucky.
Texas Western, which is now UTEP.
Right, which is now UTEP. And if it wasn't for those chances, if they would have used that rule against that team, then who knows? You know what I mean?
That's right.
So, but I like I said, I'm torn on both sides of the issue. So I totally agree. I agree with the money that these small schools need. The Southern got $1 million for facing two teams, over $1 million, and so
that's probably about a third of their, might be a third or 20% of their budget.
Right, just on those two games. So hey, but all the kids' health worth that money. So you can go so many different ways. But what a great discussion to have. So we're actually going to talk about this tomorrow on the Louisiana All-American Sports Show. Obviously, with the Oregon Massacre, we're going to chime in on that. I have a little something to say about that. Of course, I know Eric and Coach Perry Daniels will have something to say about that too. And we'll have the song of the day, and I think you're going to like that. It's going to talk about different issues, and it's going to ask you a question. I'll give you a hint of what the song is going to be. It's going to ask you a question about things that are going on in today's society. So, hey, be sure to tune in tomorrow at 11 o'clock. Like us on Facebook. Louisiana All-American Sports Show, 96.9 WHYR. And if you can't tune in on your radio, hey, you can download the TuneIn app on your smartphone.
Keyword WHYR. We can reach us via Twitter at LAAS. That's at LAAS, Louisiana. Forget everything I just said. Let me try that again. At LAA Sports, Louisiana All-American Sports, at LAA Sports on Twitter, and search Louisiana All-American Sports on Facebook and like our Facebook page. So we are getting ready to line up and get the third quarter of action started here out at Port Allen.
Yeah, boy.
So I mentioned, folks, there'll be a special call-in number for the discussion tomorrow. Write it down. It's area code 225-627-3636. That's 225-627-3636. Lock it in your phone, put it on speed dial. You'll be able to call in our special call-in line. You'll get straight to Coach Perry Daniels, and he'll put you on the air. So here come the Port Allen Pelicans onto the field. We're about ready for the second half of Port Allen Pelicans football here on Louisiana All-American Sports on 96.9 FM WHYR.
And here we go. I wanted to try to see if we can get a score into the I saw they didn't post any advocate the McKinley game, McKinley and Central. McKinley homecoming tonight.
I did not see a McKinley Central score, but I'll take a look, see if we have anything going there.
And did Scotlandville play tonight? Did they?
Scotlandville plays. They're playing Ouachita, Ouachita Parish,
Monroe,
I think.
yes, sir.
Ouachita Parish.
Ouachita.
So Aiden Gale set to kick off. Deep to receive for the Pelicans are James Jones. James Jones actually the lone deep man for the Pelicans. And there's the kick. It's end over end. The third quarter is underway. It's received by Jones at the 14. He's to the 20. He hits a wall at the 25, stays on his feet, and looks like he's going to have about an 11-yard return. That's where Port Allen will take over 1st and 10, moving from our left to our right.
You know, at the end of the second quarter, right before halftime, Broussard threw a great touchdown pass. Robertson threw a great down pass, and he actually, I thought, was pretty accurate in the second quarter. The receivers had a lot of drop passes. Let's see if they can maybe catch something and see if they can maybe do something this quarter. Hey, who knows?
Look, like I said, if a couple of balls had bounced the other way, this could be a different ball game.
Yeah, you know, this will. If you want to try to work your team out, you will want to work it off on a good defensive like University. You know you're probably going to lose this game, but hey, try some stuff on a good defense that you've been wanting to try. You know, you might as well try to get something out of it. Hey,
play action. Oh, that was a bad play action. Robertson stuck his arm out to the right. The running back, Broussard, went to the left. That didn't fool anybody. He was wrapped up and dropped. I believe that was Dylan Moses with the sack.
Looks like it was number 1, was it?
Was it 1?
Yeah, it was Broussard.
No. Who was sacked? That was Hunter McGehee. Was it? Who sacked the quarterback? I think that was Dylan Moses. I think that was 6. I think that was Dylan Moses with the sack. So Robertson out of the shotgun. Drops back, steps up, floats one down the field. He's got a receiver, and that time it is caught. That was number 80, Sean Garner, who had dropped one earlier in the end zone. He made that catch, and it's a first down for the Pelicans. Nice job recovering by the Pelicans.
And I think the second half, I think they're going to do exactly what I was saying. They're going to come out and pass a little bit more. He was doing pretty good, and actually the receiver was open. He had size on the defensive back. I would go back to that play again, Eric.
Hey, look, I mean, we saw Donaldsonville, as Coach Thomas had said, playing basketball on grass, going to their tall guy. Take advantage of the mismatch.
Yes, that's right.
First and 10, shot pistol formation. There's a man in motion, and it's a play action. It's a handoff to Ken Broussard around the right tackle. He's going to be stopped for a loss of actually he's going to get back to the line of scrimmage if he's lucky.
And I would guarantee you that Coach Mitchell is going to go back to that play. This is a very smart guy, very observant guy. And I think that's why he wanted to come out this second half and change up a little bit. He tried to play action the first, but it was a bad exchange on the first time. Second time they got a first down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 10. Let's see what they do here.
Second down, 10 yards to go. Ball's at the 43-yard line of the Pelicans. Twins to the right. One receiver left. The lone setback, I believe, is Broussard. Robinson rolls out, throws his. Oh, that is an excellent defensive play by number 24. That was Malik Antoine with a great play intended for Cameron Batley, and he made a perfectly timed play on the football.
He made a perfectly timed play on the football. He almost took it for a pick 6. But to me, I still fault the receiver for that, for not coming to the ball. And you see the receiver, he could have shielded his body and put his body between the ball and receiver, but he didn't. He almost let the defensive back, number 24, and he almost made a great play.
And that's something you have to learn with practice, coaching, and time spent in the film room. I'm getting some tweets from looking on Twitter. It looks like McKinley and Central are tied 7-7 at the half. The third quarter is starting. That's from Michael Cauble, at Michael Cauble on Twitter.
And he pitches outside.
And looks like that's going to be a little short. It's number 14, Brian McClay.
Brian McClay, actually.
Also a basketball player. You might remember that name.
It actually was. It was a great play. He lost his footing. It's going to be 4th down. I want to see what they're going to do. Looks like they're going to punt the ball here. It's pretty surprising to me, being down 34-6 right at midfield.
It's 4th and long.
I don't know. Maybe watch for the fake right here.
I mean, you could be. That's not really Coach Mitchell's thing. That's not really his shtick. A lot of gadget plays.
Yeah,
Here's
wow.
my thing.
That's I don't know.
But you don't get it. You're going to give him another short field again. You got to play good fundamental football.
You give him the ball anyways. But to me.
And it's a new punter too, and that's Robinson. What was that? So, wow. So Jarius Robertson. Okay, Piper. I changed my mind.
And looks like he's going to.
Okay.
One player to beat.
So gone Pecan.
Oh, and great tackle right there.
So Jarius Robertson makes the tackle. That ball was fielded at the 32-yard line of the Pelicans and run for a gain of 33 yards all the way to the 35. So it's actually a net of minus 12 yards on that punt.
Wow. Man, but did you see the hit by the
Oh,
quarterback?
yeah, big props to save the touchdown.
Against the running back.
because number 9.
Well, that was Dylan Moses.
It was Moses. I thought
Yeah.
that was 9. I didn't know that was 6. I'm sorry. So Dylan Moses almost housed that. 45-yard return. That was a 33-yard return. That was Smothers. That
Yes.
was B.J. Smothers.
But it was the quarterback for the Port Allen that was able to tackle him for the touchdown saving tackle. And wow.
So number 9, B.J. Smothers with a 33-yard return, and it'll be 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line of the Port Allen Pelicans.
And I just thought that being at midfield, you're down 34-6. You know, why not go for it? Why just give them the ball back? You're going to give them the ball back, and they got a great punt return. You know, maybe if you're inside your own 20 or something. But if you're at the 50, you know.
Well, you know what, though? It looks like that punt might have been set up, might have been that return, that 33-yard return by B.J. Smothers may have been ill-gotten gains, as there's a flag on the play. Ball's going to be moved all the way back to the U-High 36-yard line.
That must have been a block in the back.
Yes, it only ends up being a net of not as bad of a net, put it that way. Only maybe a 20-yard net instead of minus 12. So 1st and 10, ball at the 36 now of U-High, and DJ White still in the ball game, rolls out to his left, floats one over. It is caught complete to the receiver, number 10, Chase Brown. And they're saying incomplete. No, it is complete. It's a 6-yard gain.
No, they call it incomplete. They're saying the ball hit the ground. That's going to bring up 2nd down and 10.
Okay, they need to tell the dial-it-down people because they're moving the sticks up. They need to get it back down there.
Yeah.
So it'll be 2nd and 10, and now they're moving it back. So it's at the 36. Pass did, in fact, skip off the ground. That's a good call. I thought it was incomplete myself. But as we know, there's no instant replay in high school football. White checking with the sideline. 2nd down, 10 yards to go. There's the handoff, and boy, Holland's taking off where he left off.
Holland's right
There's
through
the
the
first
middle.
down. He's to the 40. All the way down to about the 34-yard line.
Wow, great
of
run.
the Pelicans, where it'll be 1st and 10, and that is a gain of 30 yards on that run by Mike Hollins, Joker.
Man, what a great run by Mike Hollins. We've been seeing this guy do this all night.
And there's a flag on the play.
And I think this guy is a freshman.
He is.
Wow.
Which is incredible.
That is, man, that's amazing. This guy has the size, speed. And we're waiting on a call here. It looks like it's going to be on the Pelicans, so the run will stand. Looks like it's going to be added on to the run. That's going to take the ball all the way inside the 20-yard line.
It's a 15-yard penalty. It must have been some kind of personal foul because now the ball's at the 19-yard line.
Wow.
And it'll be 1st and 10, and they're inside the red zone yet again, Joker, with 8:45 remaining in the period.
And they're looking for blood right here. They're looking to put some more points on the board. DJ White's looking to the sideline to get the play call.
Shotgun formation. White play action. He's pressured. He's going to roll out to his left very calmly. Now he's going to juke inside. Still on his feet. He's spinning around. They just could not bring him down. And finally they wrestle him to the turf at around the 14-yard line.
And he ended up getting about 5 yards on that play. DJ White, what a great effort that time.
So
They
DJ
couldn't
White,
get that guy down. He looked like Ben Roethlisberger on it.
he sure did, and especially with U-High wearing with black helmets, gold
Right.
pants with a black
Right, that's
stripe,
what he-
and white jerseys with yellow stripes. Hollins up the middle. He's close to the first. He's got the first
All the
down,
way close to the end zone.
and they're gonna. That's a first down. 1st and goal, U-High.
It's going to be 1st and goal, U-High. The ball's going to be inside the 5-yard line. Looks like it's about by maybe the 4.
Yep. He's the official standing at the 5.
Right at the 5-yard line. 1st and goal. Here they are. Right back up to the line of scrimmage. Hikes the ball real fast. Right up the middle. Touchdown.
That's
just like
Titus.
that. Number 28, Titus Nelson.
Titus Nelson with the carry, and boy, they're just pouring it on. And now they've just hung 40 on Port Allen.
And they just put 40 on them. Hey, they hiked the ball so fast. Came right up to the line of scrimmage. Hiked the ball and almost caught Port Allen Pelicans off guard. And
Hey, when you got your foot on your opponent's throat and he's gasping for air, put your foot down harder. And that's what U-High just did. So here comes Aiden Gale to try for the extra point. 7:48 remaining in the third quarter. Snap placement kick looks like it's good from here. It is good. So with 7:48 remaining, the score, the WHYR Cubs 41, the Port Allen Pelicans 6. You are listening to Port Allen Pelicans football presented by Louisiana All-American Sports on 96.9 FM WHYR, Baton Rouge Community Radio, streaming at WHYR.org and LouisianaAllAmericanSports.com.
Yeah, boy. And right there, it's almost a tell of the first half of what we've seen. WHYR coming out doing pretty much what they wanted to do, the offensive line being dominant. Hollis running the ball, DJ White passing the ball, pretty much getting what they wanted. Port Allen came, when they had the ball, they, did the same thing. They penalty, shot themselves in the foot. And here we go. It's 41-6.
So Aiden Gale to kick the ball away. The Port Allen Pelicans are wearing blue jerseys with white numbers and blue trim, white pants, and white helmets with a shiny blue pelican feather on the side. The Pelicans will be moving left to right as Aiden Gale gets ready to kick off. And there's the end-over-end kick. And it's fielded by James Jones right at the 10, 15. He's to the 20 and going to be stacked up just past the 25-yard line. They're going to spot it at the 26, it looks like. And a little extracurricular activity, a little frustration on there. It looks like a shoe came off. And Port Allen will take over first and 10 at their own 26. So that's a 16-yard return by James Jones.
And we're still in the third quarter, and the score is 41-6, 7 minutes and 39 seconds left in the third quarter. I hope Port Allen doesn't get too down on themselves. Now this is the time where coaching comes real important. Keeping your team motivated, keeping your guys with confidence, and not letting them get too down and out and just giving up on themselves on this game.
And continue to execute. At the end of the first half, they were able to march down the field. Do that again. Shotgun formation. There's the handoff. Play action. Had me fooled. It's tipped in the air. Could have been intercepted. Fortunately, there were no Cubs in the area. It was intended for number 15, Dontrius Franklin, and brings up second down.
And that's about the 6th, 7th drop pass I've seen.
A lot of drops.
The Port Allen Pelicans receiver. They're not helping Robertson at all. So
a lot of Butterfingers.
Yeah, a lot of Butterfingers tonight. I'm going to hand out a lot of candy bars tonight. I think when I go in the locker room.
Well, it is Halloween. It is October, the month of Halloween, but that's more like the end of the month.
Right. I'm going to bring Gorilla Glue with me.
They don't need
that guy? Yeah.
There's the handoff up the middle. So new running back in the game for the Pelicans. And I believe that's Franklin. That is DeMarcus Franklin carrying the ball.
Yeah, so what's his name? Ken Broussard. I think I'm going to have to go tell Coach Mitchell. I'm going to bring that Gorilla guy. You remember you seen the commercial?
Gorilla Glue. That's where
when the bumper falls
yeah.
and the regular tape doesn't work. So he comes and gives them the real deal. So whatever they're doing out here is not working. So I'm going to bring Gorilla in the locker room. Give them some Gorilla tape gloves.
Yeah, I don't think they've outruled Stick. I don't know if they've outruled Stickum in the LHSAA yet. Shotgun formation, under 7 minutes remaining in the quarter. 3rd and 6, ball at the 30-yard line. Looked like some early movement they got away with. There's the pass by Robertson. Nice pass
Finally
into
caught.
a tight window. Complete. Still
Finally
on his
caught.
feet
Still on
to
his
the
feet.
40, 35, 30, 25, all the way down to the 20-yard line. The pass complete to number 80, Sean Garner, who made a fine catch in very tight traffic, and that is a 50-yard gain on the pass from Jarius Robertson to Sean Garner. And actually, they're going to mark it at the 23-yard line. So it's a 47-yard gain by Sean Garner.
Yeah, he had his glue in his hands that time for that catch.
They must have gotten the Gorilla Glue.
Yes, indeed. And just like we said, he ran a post pattern, short slant. Broussard got the ball. Robinson got the ball to Broussard. He was able to break that tackle, man. But that was number 80.
Sean Garner.
Yeah, Garner, and man, what a great play. And here he is, first
Franklin,
and 10.
round the right side and inside the 20. It brings up second down and about 6.
And Port Allen has a little bit of momentum here.
And that's the kind of thing,
Inside
Joker,
the
they
red
need
zone.
to continue to build that momentum on. They got the ball now at the 19-yard line. They got a big play. You got to keep on building on the positives.
Yes, indeed.
So Jarius Robertson in the shotgun.
Yeah.
Twins to the right, one receiver left. It's in the pistol formation. There's the handoff to Dontrez Franklin, and he doesn't
got him at the 15-yard
didn't get
line.
much. Nope.
Feel like what? Lost 2 yards.
No. He gained. Looks like it.
It's going to bring up third down, but obviously this is two down territory here.
So that ball's up to the 14, up to the 15-yard line. Looked like he gained about 4. Looks like a gain of 4 on the.
No, the ball was on the 14-yard line from the beginning.
Sorry, I said the 19. That's my mistake.
Right.
That's my mistake.
It was the 14
Sorry,
from
folks.
the beginning, so he
did lose yards.
He actually lost 1 yard. It's going to be third down.
Like I said, there's an eyewear sponsor.
There he goes,
but
the
there
keeper on
goes
the end.
Robertson around the right side, still on his feet, inside the
dives
10-yard line.
for the first down.
So it
It
should be
shouldn't-
first and goal at the 9-yard line. Nice job by Jarius Robertson.
Great job right there by Robinson. And this team has executed.
It's a man down. So it's an injured player.
This is like number 74.
So it's Romello DeQueer, I believe. Assuming that is a 74. Kind of hard to see. Yeah, it is Romello DeQueer, but he's walking off on his own power. He's favoring his left leg. Looks like it's maybe near the ankle. Hopefully he just rolled it up because he's starting to come back. He's walking at a regular pace. Big man will be all right.
Big man is like he's going to be okay.
6'1", 305 pounds. His mom must have to feed him a lot of bacon and eggs in the morning.
Yes, indeed. He's going to be all right, though. But I see Port Allen
4:55.
making plays here.
4:55 remaining in the third period. And shotgun formation, first and goal at the 9. Jarius Robertson calling signals. Twins left, one to the right. Robertson under pressure. They send a weak side blitz. Robertson rolls out to his left, still on his feet. He's brought down. He might have gotten a yard. He's going to be marked. It looks like the 8-yard line, so he got 1 out of that broken play.
And he lost his footing on that play. It looks like he had a great chance of scoring right there if he was able to get around that corner. Unfortunately, he lost his footing. I see Port Allen making a few plays, actually doing some good things here in this game. Even though the score is 41-6, I've seen him make big plays here, great runs, great throws, great catches, but it just hasn't been consistent enough or at the right time
Shotgun,
to be able to make
Robertson
it competitive.
fires, end zone, caught, and touchdown! Pass complete to number 14,
Brian
McClay. And that's an 8-yard touchdown pass from Robertson to McClay, and that'll make the score 41-12.
And here they go.
There go the fireworks. I like that.
I like that too, Eric. But as I was saying, Eric, Port Allen has done some good things in this game. I've seen him just now. He threw a nice pass out into the flat. He was able to break a tackle and walk into the end zone. I saw them make long passes. I saw them make in the end zone for their first touchdown. I saw the quarterback scramble, lose some tackles and make some great throws. I saw them drop passes at opportune times. And I think Port Allen has shown that they can move the ball against this team and has done some great things to take with them, to feel good about.
Absolutely, and you got to build confidence. So it's a 2-point conversion attempt. It looks like that ball was blown dead before the ball was snapped. So we'll see what the penalty is. For Port Allen's sake, I hope it's not against them because it's going to be it is. They're walking backwards. That's another costly penalty. Dead ball foul, false start against the Pelicans. That you just can't do that. You just can't do that.
Yeah, now it kind of takes all the air out of the balloon a little bit after scoring and coming down.
And Coach Mitchell is now back down on the field. He was coaching from the booth in the first half. And so it's going to be a 2-point conversion attempt now from the 8-yard line instead of the 3. Kind of a low percentage play here. Robertson rolling out to his left. He's under pressure. He's going to try to take off. Still on his feet. Finally, he's dropped for a loss by number 1.
That's Hunter McGee.
That's Hunter McGee. And so that conversion is no good. With the score, the Port Allen Pelicans trailing the U-High Cubs 41-12. You're listening to Port Allen Pelicans football on 96.9 FM WHYR Baton Rouge Community Radio, streaming at WHYR.org and Louisiana All-Americansports.com. We'd like to thank Clear Images Auto Detailing for helping make this broadcast possible. Clear Images Auto Detailing provides interior cleaning, buffing, waxing, and comprehensive detailing services for fleet vehicles and private automobiles in Baton Rouge and surrounding areas. Clear Images will come to wherever you are, at home, at work, anywhere. Contact them at clearimageswash.com or 225-205-0806. That's clearimageswash.com or 225-205-0806. Clear Images Wash.
And Port Allen put some points on the board. Even though they got a fork stuck in them, literally right now, they're still fighting with the fork stuck in them.
Well, they're trying to take the fork out. They're trying to get University's fork out of here.
Oh, that was good. Yeah. Oh, man.
Oh, I'm so going to get us in trouble again.
Well, at least we're going to sing your rendition for your song. You didn't do it the first half.
Not yet. We'll save some.
We'll
save some reason to stick around. And meanwhile, Titus.
he has a lane open.
And
Titus
open. Nelson with the ball still on his feet. 35-30, 25-20, 15, 10, 5. And he's finally into the end zone. Titus Nelson, a 75-yard kickoff return for a touchdown by Titus Nelson.
Wow.
And just like that, the UI Cubs answer right back and punch right back at Port Allen. They just plucking their feathers one by one as the score is now 47-12.
Yeah, they're really having fun right now. They're scoring pretty much anywhere you can score. And the special teams is probably one of the most exciting ways that you can score. So what an exciting way to score. And that takes the lead to 47-12 with the extra point on the comment.
So just like that, that just takes
Just like that. It just takes the,
win.
oh, man, yeah.
But the thing here, Jokers, the key is for the, all right, the defense and special teams clearly need a little work against opponents like this. But the offense has an opportunity to build its confidence. They've scored 2 touchdowns in relatively recent drive. Gale's kick looks like it's wide right. Oh, it's good. It slipped inside of the right upright. So it is now 48-12.
Coach Mitchell is going to take from this. I think special teams play has to get a lot better.
Yeah, it was abysmal.
He has to get a lot better. He had a block punt. He also had a kickoff return.
For a touchdown,
so,
a bad
hey.
kickoff. And look, and one of those kickoffs was returned a long way, but not for a penalty. Now, it might have been a block in the back. You never know. But still, you got to get better on special teams.
Right.
Special teams are supposed to be special, and it's been anything but. The defense, they might be outmanned a little bit. I mean, the offense, you can tell in the trenches, UHI's offensive line is opening up HOV lanes like they have in big cities. I mean, 6-lane highways for the running backs to run through. So that might be a matter of being outmanned. Might not be the case against the other public schools. But the offense has a chance to build some confidence. They've scored on this drive. They scored late in the first half. So if the offense can continue to do positive things, you can get something positive out of this game and get some confidence.
Yeah, well, let's see what they can do. Here they're getting ready to get the ball with 3 minutes and 32 seconds left. In the third quarter, the score is 48-12.
And there's the kickoff, and that's a new kicker in the game is John Gordon McKernan.
Wow.
I'm going to go out on a limb and assume he's related to the attorney Gordon McKernan. And the return man is wrapped up around the 17-yard line.
Wait a minute. It was a fumble to pick up.
Now, there was a whistle.
The
I thought I
referee
heard a
didn't call
whistle.
it dead.
And
They never
it was
blew
a
the
fumble
whistle.
scooped up.
And we're going to have
25-20,
go
15,
all
10,
the
5,
way.
and into the end zone is BJ.
Wow.
I'm sorry, it's Dontrus Franklin. There's no whistle. Dontrus Franklin
There's no whistle on the field.
with a fumble recovery of 83 yards, an 83-yard fumble recovery. I thought I heard a whistle. Clearly, I did not.
I know, but I'm confused. Can they advance the ball? I didn't know if a player,
You can't advance a
another
fumble.
player can advance the
If
ball,
you
or can it be the same player?
If you fumble forward, you cannot advance. But that didn't appear to be the case. James Jones is shaking up on the play. That was Dontrus Franklin on the return. An 83-yard fumble recovery for a touchdown.
Wow.
And they're setting up for the extra point, so it looks like the conversion. So that will stand. And Port Allen answers. They answer UI's
right back.
answer.
Right. Wow. So, man, that was pretty exciting.
So 2 touchdowns apiece by each team here in the third quarter.
Hey, those back-to-back returns right there. Most exciting time right now for me and you in this game.
Yeah, I got to
Wow.
say. So, look, I mean, Port Allen, if we just tell the tale of two halves, right now it's 14-12 U High. Of course, Mrs. Lincoln, except for what happened to your husband, it was really a great show. Except for the first half, we'd have a ball game. Right. Trips to the right. Robertson fires that the receiver did not run his route properly, but there's a flag on the play, and it might be defensive pass interference, which is lucky because number 80, Sean Garner, did not appear to run his route properly. It looks like he and Robertson.
Was the ball tipped at the line of scrimmage?
No, he and Robertson were not on the same page. Robertson threw into the flat, and he was running into the end zone like a fade route. But the penalty is against U High. So
it's going to be defensive holding or pass interference. The ball didn't look catchable to me. So it would have to be probably holding.
Yep.
Right.
So I didn't see a signal, but I agree with you. It has to be holding. And so they're going to get another shot, and half the distance to the goal, they might be able to run the ball. It's only a yard and a half.
I would imagine so.
Robertson.
Number 1, Ken Broussard.
Trips to his right. Broussard in
And
motion.
there he
Throws
is.
to Broussard in the flat, and Broussard will go still on his feet. Now he's brought down for actually a loss. So that's the third touchdown. 3 conversions are no good. And with 3:06 remaining in the third quarter, the score, the U High Cubs leading the Port Allen Pelicans 48-18. You are listening to Port Allen Pelicans football presented by Louisiana All-American Sports on 96.9 FM WHYR, Baton Rouge Community Radio, streaming at WHYR.org and LouisianaAllAmericanSports.com.
Yeah, boy. That's been about 20 points so far in about, maybe 45 seconds?
Oh, they've been shooting it out here in the third quarter. 14 points for U High in the third quarter, 12 points for Port Allen in this third quarter. And that's another thing you have a chance to motivate your team. Tell them to try to win the second half, which, obviously it's not part of the game, but it's something. You cannot get hammered in your own building and not take something away to the next week, especially against a district opponent.
That's right. And I totally agree with you, Eric. I think they've done some great things here tonight, and also that they can take with them moving forward, against this great team of University Cubs. So Nick Mitchell, he's definitely going to do that. He's going to analyze his game. I thought their quarterback, Robinson is doing a great job, under the circumstances. So here we go.
There's the end over end kick. It's going to be fielded by Titus Nelson at
Can
the
we
10.
get another run back?
I don't know if you want to kick it to him because he's all the way to the
There we
25.
go.
Oh,
Can
my
we get
goodness.
one?
Oh, well, you got me excited. He's all the way up, though, to the 47, 48-yard line. Still a 38.
Hey, man,
Let's see where they spot the ball. It's a 38-yard return. A 38-yard return by Titus Nelson, a 75-yard return by Titus Nelson for a touchdown. He had a 47-yard return call, a punt return call back. He has been – actually, that wasn't Nelson. That was Dylan Moses. Nonetheless, he's been Johnny on the spot.
Man, he almost broke that one again. And, man, we're almost about to give us a heart attack here, man.
Well, we got the special teams. So the special teams have been very special for the return teams in this third quarter. First and 10 ball at the 48-yard line of the Cubs, and here come the U High Cubs onto the field.
And I feel like I'm playing Madden. It's just, it's exciting right now, man.
In a video game-like environment with 2:56 to go in the third quarter.
But you were alluding to Coach Mitchell being able to take something from this game. Even though they're losing 48-18, but still I think they've done some great things, and I think they'll be all right moving forward here.
There's the handoff, and it looks like the second unit is in for the Cubs as the handoff goes to number 13, Jack Hamilton. New quarterback in the game is number 9, B.J. Smothers. Smothers was playing receiver earlier. Hamilton runs the ball all the way to the Port Allen 47-yard line, so that is a gain of 5 on the play. .247. Second and 5. 2 minutes, 40 seconds now remaining in the period. Looks like Smothers is checking with the sideline. I'm wondering if he's related to Warwick Dunn in any way. There's the handoff.
There's the handoff.
And it's going to Hamilton. He goes nowhere. He might have lost a yard. He did. That'll bring up 3rd and 6. There haven't been as many penalties, Joker, in the second half as they were in the first. Looks like that's gotten cleaned up by Port Allen.
Yeah, they've cleaned up the penalties here in the second half. They've actually done a great job. They're actually winning the second half, if I'm not correct.
Well, they're down by 2 in the second half.
14-12 in the third quarter.
Yeah, we're going to call this. I'm going to call this the Abe Lincoln half. Mrs. Lincoln, if it weren't for happened to Abe. Otherwise, how was the show? Coach Mitchell, other than what happened in the first half, how's the game? And so far, they're only down by 2. That's how I'm spinning it for our Pelicans, Pelicans Nation. Twins to the left, one receiver right. Pistol formation. Smothers hands it off to Hamilton. Hamilton pushes forward and gains the yard back. And so it'll be the special teams unit should be coming out. It's going to be 4th and 5.
And they're going to go for it here.
Yeah,
I guess they want to give their second string a little bit of game experience.
I guess so. You know, when you're winning by this many points, you know, I mean, football, I was going to compare it to baseball. In baseball, if you're up by 6 runs late in the 8th inning and you steal, you're going to get a ball thrown at you in the next at bat. It's
right.
Uncool. Football's a little different, and you do have to develop your guys, but still, when you're clobbering your opponent this much, and we're about to come up on the start of the 4th quarter, heck, why not get your special teams a little experience, get your punter out there. I know that Coach Mahaffey's a class act. He's not trying to run up the score. I just think that, you know, enough is enough. Hamilton goes nowhere, and so that'll be a turnover on downs. Port Allen should be taking over at their own 47-yard line, depending on the spot. They're going to now say that he gained a yard on the play, so they'll take over at their own 46. 1st and 10, Pelicans ball.
And let's see if Cole Mitchell here keeps his first string out there, which I imagine he will, to get
absolutely
as much experience as he can.
Especially with the momentum that
as
they
many
got.
reps as he can,
Yeah.
They haven't done a bad job here in the second half. I'm actually impressed coming out of the locker room in the second half and not being – and I mentioned this at the start of the third quarter that this would be what I look at as coaching. When you're down about 20-something points and not letting your team give up all the way. You know, that's what I call good coaching jobs. And so I've seen he's done that in the second half, motivated his team. They came out still trying and still fighting and putting points on the board. So, and they still have a great effort here as Robertson scans out for about 6 yards right there.
Robertson goes around the left side, spotted down at the 49-yard line, so that's a gain of 4 on the play, and it will be a gain of 5 on the play, and so it'll be a 2nd down and 5 yards to go. Trips to the right, one receiver left. Robertson calls, he rolls out, pumps, fires into another small window, but it's complete to Dontreus Franklin, and it's good for a Pelicans 1st down. I'm sorry, not Franklin. That is Brian McClay.
Brian McClay, and was another first
down.
down. Great pass again right there by Robinson, right on the money. This guy is pretty accurate. I like what he does.
And it was another tight space. He's completed
very tight space.
The touchdown pass to Sean.
He hasn't been off far on none of his passes tonight.
The long touchdown pass to Sean Garner was another one into a small window, and of course Garner broke the long one, but he can throw into small spaces. That is the end of the 3rd quarter. With the score, the Port Allen Pelicans trailing the WHYR Cubs 48-18. You are listening to Port Allen Pelicans football presented by Louisiana All-American Sports on 96.9 FM WHYR LP Baton Rouge Community Radio, streaming at WHYR.org and LouisianaAllAmericanSports.com.
Yeah, boy. And we're coming down to the last quarter right here. And the score is 48-18. The WHYR Cubs are leading the Port Allen Pelicans. And so far, it's pretty much been what I expected to see. WHYR coming out pretty much with Dwight. And Mike Hollis has been absolutely awesome tonight running the ball. He's nice, real boys in the pocket. Seen his receivers. He's ran for yards. He's thrown for yards. University on defense has been great. They shut down Port Allen Pelicans, held them to 18 points. Return 1 for a touchdown. So it's pretty much a one-sided game for University. Has done so far. So now we're here in the 4th quarter. Has the ball from the line. Ball rolls out the left, and he's thrown out of bounds. Saw no one, opens up pursuit and gets rid of the ball. Great decision right there. And that's going to bring up 3rd down. It looks like 3rd and 10. Sideline gets take off. Shotgun formation. 5 receivers. And Robinson surveys the field. Throws the ball. He jumped. One at you. Franklin just couldn't. That's going to bring up 4th right there. Robinson was very accurate inside the window and got the ball to where it needed to be. It hits the receiver's hands, and he wasn't able to bring it in. That's about the 7th drop pass by Port Allen Pelicans that I've seen tonight.
I like his ability to pinpoint that ball, Joker. 4th and long.
Robinson surveys the field again. Shot in formation. U-high blitz. The receiver never sees the ball coming. Robinson just throws a fade route right out of bounds. Never gives the receiver a chance. No chance for that play to work. Turnover on downs, University's ball. And the U-High Cubs have the ball here. 35-yard line. And let's see how they come out. Looks like they're going to come out here with DJ White. Is going to bring DJ White back out here in the 4th quarter for their first series. Hands the ball to number 13, Jack Hamilton. It looks like he's going to get about 2 yards. That's going to bring up 2nd down, 8. Check that he got. It's going to bring up 2nd down and maybe a long 7. DJ looks to the sideline. Right now, you just want to kind of kill the clock. The clock is on your side. You're up 48-18. Don't try to get too cute and get one of your star players hurt. So I would just keep it conservative. Keep DJ White with the ball. Just hand the ball off to Jack Hamilton or your other back. But here we go. And Hamilton has the ball again. Bounces it out to the outside. Almost breaks the tackle, but he's pursued. Good tackle. Almost a horse collar. Robinson. But no call. Very dangerous tackle right there. But no call. It's going to be 3rd down and short. It's going to be 3rd. And they're going to take their time here. They don't have shot clock on. Play clock. Oh, it's over there. And it's going to be recovered.
Another opportunity by the Pelicans to get the ball. This has been the story of the night. That's at least the 5th time that the ball's just been dangling out there for somebody to take, and Port Allen can't get it.
And you're right, Eric.
They've got to improve on that. You cannot let that slide.
That's the one area I seen University High tonight. They have a lot of fumble exchange mishaps tonight. That's the only critical part I could be with them that I can say about them tonight is the fumbles. They've recovered every fumble. I think they have had 4 or 5 lost fumbles, but they've recovered every one of them. I don't think Port Allen has capitalized on any fumbles.
I think and the opportunities have been there. It's almost got to make you.
You're exactly right. But does Port Allen have any toes tonight?
They have not forced it. They have not forced it.
Turnover on downs maybe, but I think that's
You're right, Joker. None that I can recall.
And it's going to be hard to win a game like that, especially when you're overmatched. Coming in, I know they had a lot of momentum here. Like some here from the fans and a lot of support here to go against the defending champs. But you would have to force some turnovers. You would have to get some big plays in order to hopefully upset this team. And tonight things just hasn't went their way. All the balls, all the fumbles have went University High's way. And to tell you the truth, I'm surprised that has DJ White again. Maybe he saw something in the I think he saw something in the last series. The quarterback came in and really didn't do well. Not at all. Get it. And I think maybe he was, I don't know. Down, going to ball.
Booted away. New punter in the game. It's very high. Going to bounce around the. Well, they better get away from that ball. Going to bounce and take a U-high roll all the way down to the 35-yard line of Port Allen Pelicans, where the Pelicans will take over 1st and 10.
And it could have been almost another turnover there. The ball was kicked straight in the air, and the play would not look at the ball. It came down and hit a Port Allen area, which would have made it a lot off. Those type of plays, you have to, always be cognizant of what's going on.
So we're down to 9 minutes now remaining in the 4th quarter. 9:04 to go. Ball's at the 35-yard line of the Port Allen Pelicans, 1st and 10.
First and 10, and here comes Robinson.
Dropping back, Robinson. Lots of time, good protection. He steps up in the back of the pocket. He's going to take off. He's to the 40 and is going to slide. And there's a flag on the play thrown in the area of holding. So that's an 8-yard gain that's probably going to get rubbed out.
To me, it seemed like that was a late flag because
Sure did.
he threw the flag after he tackled him 10 yards down the field. So how could it be holding? I didn't understand that flag.
Unless he had Gorilla Glue in his hands when he tried to pull his flag out.
Port Allen is
We have illegal use of the hands.
we have two penalties.
Two illegal use of the hands and holding, both against Port Allen. Now, I'd imagine they take the holding penalty, as that's going to be a 10-yard penalty from the spot of the foul. And boy, oh boy.
And shoot themselves in the foot once again. And so here we go. It's going to be first and 20. But
Port
I thought
Allen,
it was a bad call. If you ask me, I thought it was a bad call.
It seemed a little late, but if it's illegal use of the hands, if it was hands to the face, I can see how that would come late.
That. Right, I can see how that comes late.
Port Allen had been relatively very few penalties in the second half until that point. There's the handoff. Good run. I believe that's Broussard. So we'll try to get a license plate on that truck. That is Broussard with the run. Nice job. That's going to bring up second down.
It's going to bring up second down at about 15 up to the 30-yard line.
The line of gains of the 45, so he picked up 5 on that play. And there's the play action. Now he throws it into the flat, and there goes the runner still on his feet. I believe that is Dontrus Franklin. But
yeah, it's number 14.
That's McClay again.
Yeah, Brian McClay.
So B.J. McClay with the reception, and that's going to move it. And it's manageable.
Yeah, it's going to be a 3rd and 8.
As they're going to get it up to the 36-yard line. Third down.
And, of course, they got 2 plays to make it. I'm pretty sure they're going to go for it here if they don't make it.
Yeah, at this point, what do you have to lose?
Right, what do you have to lose
why
now?
wouldn't you? I mean, come on.
And the
ball's
fumble
loose.
snap.
And nice job picking it back up by Robertson. He's going to have to chuck a duck. And he does. He chucks it downfield. And it's caught. It's caught. What a nice catch on the sideline. A tightrope back by number 15, Dontrus Franklin. And just like that, the Port Allen Pelicans have a first down.
First down.
What a play. What a great recovery on the high snap by Dontrus Franklin.
I see a flag on the other side of the field. I don't know if that's all. I see the referees, and here we go. We've had a couple of questionable calls, a couple of late flags. I'm not really understanding what's going on, but we'll find out here shortly.
That penalty was against U High. I didn't see the signal. I missed it. But it was a penalty that was declined, so I'm going to guess it was
I don't know. Maybe about 12 men in the
further
huddle.
down the field.
Legal substitute. I have no idea what that was.
But it is, what we do know is that it is a first down.
But it's a first down and 10.
For U High. First and 10. Ball is at the, looks like around the 36, 37-yard line. And it's floated up, and it's over the head of, looks like number 15.
It's number 14, Brian McClay. The ball was intended for him. I thought it was a great pass. I don't know if the receiver misjudged the ball, but it looked like I don't know. I thought it was a great pass. I thought it was
maybe a little high. Maybe he might not have. He might have stopped running his route too soon.
Right.
I'm thinking.
I know it was kind of high, but he's a tall guy. I thought he was a
right, and that might be what they're trying to do. Take advantage of that height, and they do have a big height advantage.
I wish they got all 3 of them on the right side.
Who's also a basketball player. He's playing a little basketball on grass.
On grass, I think so. And here comes the alley-oop.
There's a lateral. It's complete, and it's loose, and that's a turnover.
Right.
And that's the first time tonight as it's coughed up, and U-High is going to get the ball back.
Yes, indeed.
So that kills some positive momentum for the Pelicans.
Yeah, that definitely killed that.
I believe that was Broussard who caught the pass, but I didn't get a good look at his jersey. That was Broussard.
Yes,
that's a tough break.
I know, that was a very tough break. That was basketball on grass, and he looked like Dennis Rodman. Yep. On that play, but
like he was ready to kick the ball into the stands.
Right.
I definitely think he wanted to kick himself. Because he
kick
had
the referee. You remember when Dennis Rodman kicked the referee? The cameraman. No, that was
the cameraman.
That was the cameraman.
Right.
That's right. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, indeed. Well, 7 minutes left. 48-18. We're in the final quarter of this game.
Ball's sitting at the 36-yard line of the U-High Cubs.
And we have another quarterback.
And a new quarterback.
Looks like
Who's 18? That's Marshall Vick.
Oh,
No. Wrong. Grant Upton. Sorry about that. That's Grant Upton, number 16. Was not an 18. I do need new glasses.
I think Coach Mapp is just pretty much going to run the ball every play here and get the win so they can get up out of here, you know?
Yep, it's getting a little airish in the parish. Actually, it's very comfortable right now, but you want to pack this one in. You don't want anybody to get hurt. Get your guys deeper down on the depth chart. Get them some reps. Ball's at the 40-yard line, so that'll bring up second down, 6 yards to go, or maybe a long 5. Shotgun formation, twins to the left, one receiver right, 2 in the backfield. There's the handoff to Hamilton, and he's wrapped up like a Christmas present, and like a helicopter spun around and finally dropped by number 12, Tim Frazier, and that'll bring up third down.
We'll bring up third down, and as Eric said, it's getting a little bit of airish in the parish. I don't know if anybody knows what that means, but to me it means that it's getting a little
nippy.
Yeah, it's getting a little cold on that water.
Little Master P there. That's going back to the old school.
On that water. It's getting a little airish coming off that water.
So we are under 6 minutes now remaining in the ball game. Ball's at the 40-yard line of the Cubs. 3rd and 6. Shotgun formation. Twins left, one receiver to the right, 2 running backs in the backfield. The quarterback is number 16, Grant Upton. Upton gives it to, I believe that's Hamilton. Good tackle. A good pad to the chest tackle.
Take that with you.
By number 12, again, that's Frazier with another good tackle.
Take that with you. That was almost like a Palomalo hit. He
came up.
He came up and met the guy. And
homeboy was seeing black and yellow, which is what the uniform colors are of the Cubs.
That's
after
right.
That hit. Actually, he gained a yard out of that, but you wouldn't have known by the way he got decked, as it's 4th and 5 at the 41-yard line of U-High. Looks like they're going to go for it on 4th down. 4:56 remaining, so we're under 5 minutes now remaining in the ball game. And that clock's going to tick. I'm guessing U-High is going to burn a timeout because they don't. Yep, timeout U-High. It's their first charge team timeout. They have 2 remaining with 4:43 remaining in the ball game. The score, the U-High Cubs 48, the Port Allen Pelicans 18. You're listening to Port Allen Pelicans football. Presented by Louisiana All-American Sports on 96.9 FM WHYR, Baton Rouge Community Radio, streaming at WHYR.org and LouisianaAllAmericanSports.com.
Yo, Eric.
Yo!
Who we got coming on next?
We got coming up the Soul Lab at 10 p.m. on 96.9 FM WHYR, Baton Rouge Community Radio. Excellent hip-hop, a lot of local R&B, a lot of remixes you don't hear, a lot of underground rap. It's a lot of old school rap, a really eclectic mix of hip-hop. The DJ, and I can't remember his name, but he does a very good job. Tune in for the Soul Lab at 10 o'clock on 96.9 FM. It's also streaming at WHYR.org.
Yeah, boy. Man, it's going to be an early night tonight.
Yep.
I'm waiting to hear your rendition. We got about 4 minutes and 42 seconds left. U-High has actually been working his clock excellent. I like what I'm seeing, even though they're not running plays. But this is the way, great class by the coach, not trying to run a score, get the win, get out of here. So
here's the special teams unit. It's a new punter. I can't see his number. He gets it away barely. It's kind of a wobbler. It was a shallow kick as there was pressure on him. It's going to roll out of bounds to the 35. The punter was number 12, Robert McDuff. McDuff gets off that's not a long punt. That's 15 plus 9. So that's a 24-yard punt. 24-yard punt, no return. 1st and 10, Port Allen.
1st and 10, Port Allen. This probably may be Port Allen's last hurrah. They may get another possession out of this if they score, but we're going to see what Coach Mitch is going to do here. This game is pretty much over. But I've liked what I've saw from Port Allen so far. I like some of the things I've seen. Not everything, of course, they're losing, but I saw them do some good things.
In the second half count, they're only down by 2. Oh, Robertson going down the field to the left side, and it's good!
Another great catch.
More basketball on grass. That was an alley-oop to number 80, Sean Garner. A big bomb down the field, And that is a 31-yard gain.
That was a 31-yard gain. He looked like number 80, reminded me of Randy Moss. 80, where he jumped up and caught the ball at his highest point and was able to out-jump the defensive back and come down with it.
So from their own 35 to the opponent's 34, Robertson lost another one up for Garner, overthrown, incomplete.
And he actually had him open right there.
He outran his defender.
And if I was Coach Mitchell, I'd go right back to it. Maybe get a guy a breather. But number 80 is definitely open. He has an advantage over the shorter defensive back. I would definitely exploit that or see what I can do for, going ahead to the next game. See what I can do with this combination because I like the way Broussard when he puts touch on the ball, he puts it where he floats it up out there, then he gives the receiver a chance to go out and snatch it out the air, and I like that.
Look, it doesn't count in the win-loss record, but if they get a touchdown, they're leading in the second half. Robertson's going to take off with it. He's to the 30, he's to the 25, and down to about the 24-yard line. Very, very close. He should have a first down by my count, Joker.
He's going to have a first down right there, and
no, they're not going to. They're going to put it at the 25. So he's a yard short.
It's going to be 3rd and 1.
3rd down, 1 yard to go.
And
under 4 minutes now remaining. There's the handoff to Ken Robertson, and he's got the first down, and he's inside the 20. Oh, and a whole herd of players moving. That's going to be all the way down to the 17-yard line of the WHYR Cubs.
He was determined right there. He wasn't going to give up on the play and carried a few defenders with him and got a first down. So that's going to be first down inside the red zone now. Let's see if Port Allen can put some points on the board to give him a little bit of confidence going ahead to next week.
Exactly. 3.5 minutes to go. Clock is still ticking. 1st and 10 at the 7. That's, I believe, Robertson again. He maybe – I'm sorry, I said Robertson. I meant to say Ken Broussard. And Ken Broussard was the one that had the big run earlier. My fault, folks. I should have slept at a Holiday Inn Express. Ball's at the 15-yard line, 2-yard gain on the play.
I would like to see them throw a fade route to number 80, Sean Gardner. With the disadvantage he has on the defensive back, let's see if he throws a fade route to number 80.
Shotgun, twins left, twins right. There's the handoff. No, it's a fake me out. That's caught. Oh, no, it's not caught as they threw into the flat, and it skips off of the receiver's fingertips. I believe that was intended for Gardner. No.
That was number 14, Brian McClay. I liked it. The play call that time, he was faked the handoff up the middle. The ball had a little bit of mustard on it, but the receiver still should have caught the ball, Eric.
McClay should have had that.
It was kind of low, but I thought he still should have caught the ball. That's about the 8th drop pass. Yep. That's about the 8th drop pass I've seen tonight by the Port Allen Pelicans.
Under 3 minutes remaining in the ball game. Shotgun formation. Dropping back, Robertson floats it in the flat, and that was too high as it went over the head of number 9, Cameron Batley. And that's going to bring up 4th down.
And another drop pass right there. The ball was kind of high, but still catchable. So that's something that Coach Mitchell is going to have to work on.
This might be Port Allen's last number at this dance. Trailing by 30. Yeah, coach is down on the field. Shotgun formation. Robertson into the end zone.
And there's the fade route.
And it's that was some hands down. That should have been nope. They're gonna say it was incidental. So that pass was intended for number 80, Sean Garner, incomplete. That's a turnover on downs, and with that,
You ready? Okay, gentlemen.
Turn out the lights. The party's over. They say that all good things must end. Call it a night. The party's over. Until tomorrow starts the same old thing again. So UI now has the ball. Port Allen does have all 3 timeouts remaining, but I don't see Coach Holden or Coach Mitchell using those. I think they just want to kind of wrap this one up, put it in the books, and learn from the experience. They played a very, very solid district rival, and I do think there's some lessons that can be taken from this game into next week's game, which will be here. Presented by Louisiana All-American Sports on 96.9 FM WHYR, streaming at WHYR.org and Louisiana All-Americansports.com, as these very same Port Allen Pelicans will host the host the Donaldsonville Tigers, their District 6 3A rivals. We saw Coach Gilbo early in the year as they went down to White Castle and were beaten in a very close game that came down to the final play. And it should be, I think, looking at those two teams, a more competitive contest here for the fans at Port Allen, Joker.
Oh, yeah, that's going to be a rivalry game. That was actually, I think, our game of the year so far between White Castle and Donaldsonville that we covered here in Louisiana All-American Sports. So I'm very excited to see how Coach Mitchell's teams bounce back next week against Donaldsonville.
I agree, and I think it's a district game. It's against a public school, a well-coached team, much like Coach Mitchell's. I think you'll see some chess matches there. There's the handoff, and Hamilton is not going to quite get to the – I don't even think he got back to the line of scrimmage. No, I take that back. It looks like he gained yards. So I just must not have a very good vantage point.
Right.
And actually, the sticks are moving. It's a first down.
It's actually going to be a first down, and I think they may kneel on the ball from here. It's under 2 minutes left, and this is going to be the last series of the game.
Now, with 3 timeouts for your opponent, I guess you have to keep running the football, but I'm sure that's what they'll do. I doubt they're going to pass anymore. As we're under 2 minutes, that clock is tick, 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 ticking, tick, tick, tick. And, they are in victory formation. You're right. My bad, Joker. I wasn't paying attention. Shame on me. And Upton's going to kneel with 1:32 to go. And that's going to bring us down very close to a minute. So that's going to bring us down to the end of the game. The final score will be the Port Allen Pelicans falling to the WHYR Cubs, 48-18. We will see you next week for the Port Allen Pelicans against their rival Donaldsonville Tigers. We're going to go down on the field, try to get to Coach Mahaffey. Who's your player of the game, Joker?
My player of the game has to be. I had going between DJ White and Mike Hollins, but I'm gonna go with Mike Hollins.
I'm torn. I was about to say DJ White in a heartbeat, and of course the player of the game will be our guest on Louisiana All-American Sports.
What about co-players of the game? What about DJ White?
DJ White and Mike.
And because
Mike Hollis is co-players.
DJ made it happen tonight. I thought the first half DJ did. I thought second half Mike Hollins did an excellent job of keeping the sticks moving and moving the chains. He had a couple of big runs, but I think in the first half DJ White set the tone just with his poisonous leadership and being able to not be rattled. And it's just a class act. I just love watching him play. So he's definitely going to be our player of the game.
Okay, so we'll do it. Co-players of the game.
DJ
DJ White, number 2, and Mike Hollis, Mike Hollins, number 7. There's the horrible game. Is over. Final score of 48-8, and we're going to go down. Joker, why don't you keep the crowd engaged while I go down and try to get to the coaches.
All righty, and there you have it. And there you have it. You got some of the scores. Once again, the score was 48-18. University High defeats Port Allen Pelicans. And you're listening to 96.9 FM, WHYR, Louisiana All-American Sports. We're here covering the game. This is Gerard Piper, a.k.a. Joker P. And I want to give a shout-out and thank you all listeners here in the local area for tuning in. It wasn't much of a game. I saw a lot of good things on both sides tonight, especially from University High and DJ White with the poise that he had coming in here, was able to direct his team right out the gate, go down and put points on the board on their first 2 or 3 possessions. Got out to the big lead and never looked back from there. Port Allen, on the other hand, made a couple of mistakes. They couldn't really get going until the end of the first half. They finally got on the board, but after that it was a little bit too late. I saw some good things that they did in the passing game with their quarterback, with Broussard and with Jarius Robertson. But I think they're going to need a little bit more help on their special teams and on their play calling. Just my observation. Eric right now is down getting an interview with the coaches. And we have the player of the game here. So tune in tomorrow, 11 o'clock, 96.9, Louisiana All-American Sports. I want to check in here and pull up some other local area games that we have going tonight. And let's see. As I said, University of Baton Rouge beats Port Allen 48-18. Parkview Baptist is leading Bruley 49-7. That's in the fourth quarter. West Feliciana is leading Donaldsonville 45-22. And that's in the fourth quarter. There's under 2 minutes left in that game. Madison Prep is winning against East Feliciana 30-14. That game is in the fourth quarter. Christian Life is losing to Northeast, and that was the final. That game is 46-12. Northeast wins that game. Catholic High has won 28-14 over Turlings. 28-14, Catholic High. A big game going on in Zachary right now between Dutchtown and Zachary. Dutchtown has the possession in the fourth quarter. They're losing, though, 27-37. Zachary's winning that game 37-27. Denham Springs is beating St. Michael 42-14. Walker is beating Assumption 38-14. East Ascension is leading St. Charles Catholic 17-14. St. Amant is winning 48-21 over South Terrebonne. And let's see what Country Day is doing. Wow, Country Day is 63-0 over Pope John Paul II. And that's a final, 63-0 over Country Day. Country Day over Pope John Paul II. And I would think Pope Francis would have helped them. He was here. Newman, 35-7 over Vanderbilt Catholic. Woodlawn wins 28-21 over West St. John. I was trying to find the McKinley score, but I don't see it here. Or the Scotlandville score, but we definitely will recap all of those games tomorrow on Louisiana All-American Sports Show at 11 o'clock. You know, you guys can like us on Facebook, like our Facebook page. Also on Twitter. You can follow us on Twitter, Louisiana All-American Sports. This is Gerard Piper, a.k.a. Joker P. And once again, I want to give a shout-out to my main man, Eric Hatfield, Coach Perry Daniels. I know he's listening in. I want to give a shout-out to Mission Control back at the headquarters, my main Track Life Kane, doing his thing, you know. And what I'm going to do here, we have about 30 minutes until the Soul Lab at 10 o'clock. And what I'm going to do here is I'm not going to waste any more of you guys' time. I'm going to turn this back over to my boy Track Life Kane. I don't know if he got any, if you want to play any music for you guys for the next 30 minutes, or he can turn it back over to our programming, our automatic programming. But I want to sign out. Signing out here is Joker P, a.k.a. Gerard Piper, with Louisiana All-American Sports. I want to give a shout-out to Baton Rouge, to everybody out there. Thank you for listening in. Join us next week, and we'll be right back here again in Port Allen for the Port Allen Pelicans against Donaldsonville. So check us out. Yeah, boy.